Hola! Hello, friends!
Hello, hello, hello.
It is that time of night where we get debaucherized. That's not even a word. I don't know what that word means.
I don't either, but it sounds like fun.
Debauchery? Debauchery? Can you guys hear?
Debauchery.
Debaucheragans. A whale's vagina.
That's something that got discontinued at McDonald's when it never really went over well with the public. Hey, you guys get those new debauchery nuggets? They're gross as hell.
The devil's nuggets. The devil's nuts. Hey, I'm proud of us, dude. We just went like 25 seconds and we haven't cursed yet. Our last one got demonetized because I guess we cursed too much. But we just got to get that 1 minute in and we're solid. We need our 52 cents.
I thought we did. I thought we did cuss just now. I don't know.
No, we didn't say any curse words. We just said nuts and things that could be misconstrued.
We were talking about the planters kind.
Yeah, planters.
Not the one that is in your underwear. Crazy people.
Nuts. Robbie Kazeel says, gay chicken? Anytime. You name the time and place. We'll play, buddy. I'll probably lose.
I'm sure it tastes wonderful and it's fun.
Yeah, gay taste chicken. You have to taste it to see how
it's so good.
That'll be good. Hey, we got 69 viewers, guys. 69, dude.
I like it.
It's gonna be a good night. Got that sweet
Now we
spot.
really know that you really are our past us's, because if you weren't our past us's, you wouldn't be thinking the same number.
Man,
69.
Guys, it's the last stream. The final countdown.
So that means dabba dabba dap dip dop day, dabba dabba dap dip dop day, dabba dabba dap dip dop day.
Dip dop day.
This is your night. You know, I remember listening to that song the first time. It was on a Jock Jams. Remember Jock Jams back in the old days?
Yeah.
Jock Jams Volume 1, I got that, and I got Volume 2 for Christmas or something, and that was on there. And I had never heard of it. And I was like, but I used to put it to the soundtrack to my comic books when I was reading them. Like it was usually like a celebratory, like Christmas special or something in the Avengers Mansion, and everybody was having a good time, and that song was on in my head. I was like, if this was a movie, this would be in the movie.
Yeah, Jock Jams was great, dude. I don't know why we liked it so much. It was a lot of crappy songs, but I don't know. It was like fun to like play basketball too, you know, or like it had some of the like the fun hits. I don't know why did Jock Jams? Why was that even a thing? I don't know how that survived.
It was that techno shit. I mean, but I always wanted it because that one song, the Bulls, the Chicago Bulls intro.
That's why I wanted it too. Yeah.
Yeah, because I could never find that anywhere.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Yeah. That dum 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 dum. Oh my God!
That was the big one.
Michael Jordan gonna score 80 points.
And the Space Jam soundtrack might as well have been a Jock Jams. We used to play ball and listen to that on boom boxes.
Oh man, yeah. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it wasn't that. Maybe that wasn't it. Maybe it was that. It was like that slow intro. That I think Kentucky Wildcats had it one time.
Yeah, there was a bunch of. I always get them confused too. But for everybody listening, no, not the last stream ever. This is just the last screen. The last stream for about 2 weeks because we're going on vacation for about 10 days. And then after that, Jay's going to get his last shot. So that's a couple days. And then I think the next stream will be June the 30th. So that's a full solid almost 2 weeks before we'll see your lovely faces again.
Yeah, hopefully I won't have any side effects. I mean, we talked to one guy that didn't have any.
Yeah.
Like after a second shot. So, I mean, maybe I'll be a select few. I'll be rubbing Genie's butt, hoping.
Could be you. Could be. But
But I never win shit. It wouldn't be great. Like, I never win, the Publishers Clearinghouse or anything like that. But like, hey, you're not going to get side effects on the vaccine. Well, fuck. I'd rather get the fucking side effects than win $1 million.
Yeah, that's true.
Randomly.
Yeah, so they some people are getting they're magnetized to metal now. It's like, shut up. No one's magnetized.
I want magneto powers.
That's one of the people that say you shouldn't get. They're like, people are getting stuck to their fridges. They're getting stuck to their fridges. This is dangerous. They're like, you need magneto? Are you fucking serious?
If I get the second shot and I turn into Eric Lindster like he was when he yells at him to have his power and I twist gated metal, I'll be like, this is the greatest vaccine of all time. I will rule the earth. I will rule you.
Thank you, Moderna. Yeah, but no, we will have videos. Like tomorrow, I'm spending the entire fucking day editing a bunch of shit that Jay and I have shot, and those are going to come out over every couple days while we're on vacation. So we will have content. Don't you go leaving on us. Tried to suck any dick on the way to the park.
37 dicks. God.
Jonathan Mann, first super chat of the night. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that a lot, man. He says, just watch y'all's Scream 4 commentary. Mike, you and your wife have amazing chemistry and the same sense of humor that's really hard to find these days. I totally forgot Katie did that with us, dude. Like I think she did several of the Scream ones with us, didn't she?
That's a good thing that they have that, because I don't think they'd be married for long. You gotta have that good chemistry.
Gotta have it. Yeah, man, you have to. Hey, go check out our podcast network, because we had a bunch of them on there with Katie too. But yeah, man, it's gonna be weird not to see you all and see your blurbings and talk to you guys. And the Patreon stream will be on July the 3rd. It's gonna be a couple days late this month, the Patreon only stream. But we're gonna miss you guys, man. We're gonna miss you guys. So we're gonna try to have a lot of fucking fun tonight. Okay, let's have a lot of fucking fun tonight. Cause I'm carrying your love with me, West Virginia down to Tennessee.
Immediately, I thought you were gonna say, I don't know why. Like, I thought the rest of that line was going, I'm carrying your load with me.
I'm carrying your load with me.
You just got it squirted in your mouth. I'm gonna carry it around.
I like that better.
I'm gonna snowball you, you sick son of a bitch.
We should write that fucking song, dude. I'm carrying your load. Every pregnant
was that a real song?
Carrying your love with me, George Strait, man. That was a classic hit.
Oh, I don't
country
know that.
hit. Cause I'm carrying your love with me.
I mean, I'm sure they play that on repeat right when you walk in Cracker Barrel, but I'm just not familiar with it.
Absolutely. Or any community pool. Derek B, thanks, buddy. Says, hi from the fridge. Been stuck here for 3 days. That means he's vaccinated. It's okay that you're stuck to the fridge, because now you're Magneto. Just don't go in any bathrooms with Derek, everybody. Just the PSA, not about the vaccine, just about a man named Derek in general. If you see...
He likes to pee on Mike's face.
Yeah, if you see someone who looks slightly like me, but a little bit better looking in a bathroom, leave. Because he will try to get a hand job from you. Okay?
Yeah, I thought he was pretty gentle.
I enjoyed my time.
I mean, you're giving him a terrible Yelp review.
I'm not reviewing the hand job. I'm reviewing the fact that I didn't want the hand job to begin with. Okay, I would have given the hand job a 5, but it was unwelcome.
You don't know what you like until you get it. Okay, don't knock it. His hands are as soft and supple as supple gets.
I just go in the bathroom. It's like a box of chocolates. Just take it. Just take it, Richard.
Yeah, Mike's wiener was just out of the urinal, and immediately somebody was like fucking jacking it for water, and he was like, "What is that? You better finish the fuck up, sir, and get out of here."
Yeah, you finish.
Like one of those old crank wheels. He's just going up and down with it. He's like, "Well, go ahead and finish it up."
Oh shit. Yeah, JT. I know there's a new episode of Loki today. Didn't get a chance to catch that one. My eldest is sick. She's got an ear infection. So the only reason I say that is because I'm watching them with her. So. She, by the way, she had a good plan for being sick, dude. For the past 2 days, she sat on the couch and done nothing but she's binge watched all of Stranger Things. She sat there, not fucking moved, just drank Powerade. There's tissues everywhere, and she just
sounds like a regular Fortnite gamer.
Yeah, tissues specifically. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but just try not to get sick. Yeah, man. Tonight's going to be fun. We got a bunch of news to talk about. That's all we're doing is talk about news, other than what we watched this week as well. Have you watched anything? I know we didn't watch. Did you watch Loki? Because if you did, you can review it right fucking now.
I haven't watched it. No, I haven't watched it. I didn't get a chance to. I've been like stuck on. I've been playing Fallout 4, and then I watched John Taffer Bar Rescue, or John Taffer. Dude, I've been like hooked on that shit.
It's the fucking best.
I know, but I used to watch it back when it first came out. I think it's fake, or at least I think a lot of it's set up. I think some of it's set up. But I do enjoy it. I don't know. I like that trash TV kind of shit though, and I like when he yells at them and stuff. I don't know. I find it fascinating. I even got so bad about it, I wanted to get Paramount Plus so I could watch it ad free.
Yeah, dude.
Because I mean, it's still available. Like I've got Time Warner. It's still available on demand, but they're only giving you like certain seasons. But like if you get Paramount Plus or Paramount, whatever it's called, you get all access to all of it. By the way, I looked that up. They're actually not bad on their pricing. I thought it was going to be like $15.99. I'm like, fuck that.
$9.
I can't afford nothing. But no, it's $5 a month for their ads. So they'll run ads on it. It's $5 a month, or it's $10 for their premium service ad free.
That's not bad. I love that fucking show, dude. I think.
By the way, I've been sucking the dick of Paramount for about 2 years now. It's time it pays off.
What I love about Bar Rescue, dude, is that, and I think what everybody loves about it is there's always an asshole at every single one of these restaurants or bars, and like they're here to save your fucking business. But there's one guy who's always like, I don't give a fuck what he fucking says. We'll do what I want to do. It's like, you called me. So he goes up to the one guy that everybody in the restaurant's afraid to go up to because he's a huge dick, but he owns the place, so he can fire you. And it's fun to watch another alpha male come in there and get in their fucking face and be like, you are a fucking idiot. And they're finally like, God damn it, I am a fucking idiot. You know?
There was one guy that there was one I just watched. he like his whole setup was that John Taffer sent in these people that's the owner of the bar had talked shit to online. So he had gone on social media, and the people that had complaints about his restaurant or whatever, he'd get on them, call him he's like, you fucking bitch. If you don't like my shit, then don't ever come again. And so what he did was John Taffer found all those people, because it was a local small town, and sent them in to rush him and to see how he could handle his temper, and he fucking blew it. He's like, because you could see him losing his temper, because this guy was like, my nachos are burnt and they suck. This drink is terrible. He's like, well, you don't like anything. You don't like anything, do you? He's like, I'll go make them myself. I'll make them myself. And then the guy goes back, and they look like pretty good nachos. The guy was like, they're not good. And he's like, well, I don't know. He goes, get the fuck out. He's like, just leave. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, well, that's smart, actually, because you can make very good nachos on your own. That doesn't take a culinary talent. But that's exactly why I think that show's fake, by the way, is because the fact that you can't tell me that you had ninjas sneak in these places, because that's how the show starts. For anybody that doesn't know Restaurant Bar Impossible, the first thing they do is he pulls up. He's like, all right, we're about to go in here. We're about to see what these guys are about. But they have secret cameras hidden, and they're watching it happen live. And you're like, there's no fucking way you got secret cameras in there, and this guy doesn't know he's on film right fucking now. You know what I mean? That's why I don't believe it.
I definitely think there's, but it's reality TV. I mean, I know it's like, bullshit. You look at something like Kitchen Nightmares. I'm sure some of that shit's set up, even though I think Gordon Ramsay actually does get pissed on a lot of those occasions, but they edit shit in there to make it. And I'm sure they're like, all right, we're not getting the same kind of we need you to get really angry. Yeah. So be confrontational. But the thing about the cameras though with the John Tafford on Bar Rescue is I think sometimes it might be real, because if they were like, all right, well, we're going to come in for the show, so that the people that they're going to rescue already know there's going to be cameras everywhere for the TV show. But if they put it in 2 or 3 weeks before, and they don't let them know when they're actually going to burst in on them.
Yeah.
So especially if you get bartenders that their titties are hanging out, their areolas are leaking milk, and they're drunk all the time behind the bar, they might just forget the cameras are there, and they'd be like, oh shit, I didn't know John Taffert was here.
Yeah, that's true too. If they wait him out a little bit, but you're right. If you watch any reality TV show, it's all fucking semi-fake.
Yeah.
Because I bet what they do is when they do have a confrontation and they get it sorted out, the producers come and they go, "That's great, guys. Now that you're calmed down, let's do it again. But both of you get more heated, and then we'll all break you up." And the guys, of course, they're both like, "Yeah, let's do that," because they both look badass. You know, I'll fuck up John Tafferty, and John Tafferty's like, "I'll fuck you up," and then they have to be broken up or they were gonna fight. But in real life, it's probably just like NBA games. They were never actually going to fucking fight.
There's no way that someone's actually going to punch somebody like John. I mean, I'm sure it's happened, and maybe it's happened, that John Taffert's actually got into somebody's actually punched him. But here's the thing. John Taffer is a very successful, huge guy out in Vegas. He would sue you, and your ancestors would pay. He would sue you that much that your ancestors would have to travel through time to pay off your debts.
That's true.
You've been I don't think anybody's going to be that fucking dumb to hit him on national TV.
Anthony Stamps, thank you, brother. Appreciate it. He says, I finally signed up for Netflix and started binge watching Daredevil and The Punisher. Both are pretty good shows. Oh, he's in a good spot right now. He's bouncing back and forth between Daredevil and The Punisher, and he's watching them for the first time. He's having a great fucking week, dude.
What are you talking about?
The Netflix shows.
Oh, yeah, that's some good shit. I did hear a little rumor about that. They did say that there's a very good possibility that Marvel is going to bring back, I think on their Disney Plus, on the Disney Plus channel, that the Daredevil's coming back along with Punisher and things like that. They may even recast Charlie Cox and John Bernthal, but it's not going to be based on the Netflix show. They're going to discontinue that. Obviously, it's been discontinued, but they're going to restart.
Clipped.
It's going to be a lot more, watered down.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be like those fucking vegetarian donuts. What the shit is this?
I didn't order a fucking Impossible Burger. I ordered a goddamn.
Yeah, I don't. What is this? Fucking wheat? That's cool if you want me to be sober and vomit.
Yeah, Marvel's new.
It's I'd like to get my diabetes. Thank you.
Marvel, their new Daredevil and Punisher are basically going to be the Impossible Burger version of the R-rated versions you got on Netflix. But hey, what are you going to do? But he's talking to Spider-Man.
They'll turn around. It'll be Daredevil, and he'll look at the camera. It'll be a He-Man message. He goes, by the way, today's episode, what happens when you misjudge someone based on a disability? You can lose out on a friend, and you can also lose out on a new inspirational friend. Remember that before you talk bad about somebody else. And you have the power now. And knowing it's happening. What's the G.I. Joe thing? But that's how He-Man used to do it. He-Man would do the show, and then he'd be like, let's talk about power. like he would do, he'd go, let's talk about brains over brawn.
Speaking of which, we do have to talk about that, because a lot of people, I didn't think anybody was going to give a fuck. Misjudgment on my part. Jay and I went ahead and watched the He-Man trailer. thinking that nobody would want to watch a reaction to it. And fucking awesome though.
I loved it, dude. I thought it was cool. Amazing.
Like it reminded me of the toys, dude. It felt like the toys, you know?
Yeah, it was a lot better animation than the OG, the Filmation or whatever. But yeah, it looked great. I loved the use of I Need a Hero. I was fucking pumped about it. Yeah. Skeletor looks great. By the way, Mark Hamill is voicing Skeletor. Yep. I know there was some people that were saying, well, he kind of sounds like the Joker. Give the man a fucking break. He drank blue fucking tit milk. Okay? He suffered enough.
Okay?
Green, whatever, and he was under the thumb of Return or the Last of the Shit Jedi. That man's been through hell. But yeah, so but I thought it looked incredible. I know there was some people pissed off about the Kevin Smith thing. I'm rolling my fucking eyes because he said something in a tweet that he never really watched He-Man before, and then they called him out for a lie and said, oh, he said he's been watching He-Man forever. He's a super fan. Actually, the article that printed that said editorial license said super fan Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith never said he was a super fan. He's caught up on it. He just said, yeah, I used to watch it. But he said when he was 14 years old, his mom made him stop collecting toys. So he didn't watch the show, but he watched his other friends. So he caught up. But I mean, Jesus Christ, Kevin Smith's it's going to be fine, guys. I mean, he knows what he's doing. Like, he loves comic books. He's a fat nerd. He's going to make an awesome show.
He's a lightning rod, dude. Like, for some reason, the guy came up by his bootstraps, used all the credit he had on all his credit cards to get a little indie film made, and it took off. For some weird reason, though, it's just like the Batman saying says, like, you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. People are trying so hard to get pissed at Kevin Smith at any avenue
they want to cancel him for sure.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong.
I by the way, I acted like that because I didn't mean to do it. I went for a beer and it hit the side of my table and it just sprayed everywhere like I shotgunned that bitch.
Finally, it happens on your carpet and not mine. Did it actually spill?
Well, no, I mean, dude is saying that's not what it was, Jay. That's actually what he says. That's his name, dude, with exclamation points. That's not what it was, Jay. What do you mean that's not what it was? I mean, I know that people were saying that he's not a true fan of the show, and so therefore he shouldn't be running it. Also, if you're talking about the fact they thought it was going to be woke, that was also put down in the same interview. As far as Kevin Smith is concerned, he's a showrunner. And it's not about Tila, it's about He-Man, because a lot of people were saying, oh, it's going to be focused on Tila and not He-Man, and whether Tila has a girlfriend or not. And, he said He-Man is the main focus of the show. It's not woke. There's no,
it's just as annoying as fucking cancel culture is people going out of their way to be like, oh, it's woke. Fuck you, it's woke.
Well, I don't even know if that's what dude was saying.
Let's watch the fucking show, please. God almighty. Fuck. Do we have to get angry about everything?
I think he's going to be fine, guys. I look forward to it. I think the trailer was really stellar. I think it looked awesome. And I'm not a He-Man. I'm a He-Man fan, but I didn't see anything out of the ordinary with it. I didn't see a guy being like, I can't do it because I'm a stupid man. Let the woman handle it. I didn't see any of that shit.
Yeah, like if it comes out and it's obviously like dumb like that, then okay, fine. But like, shit, we should at least let the first episode air first. I thought there was a lot of goddamn He-Man in that fucking trailer at least.
I thought he looked great, and I mean, I watched the 2000 when the 2001 or 2 cartoon came out. I thought that was great. I don't see I don't see anything there.
We're talking about an angry discourse.
Sometimes you can't win. You can't win.
Talking about an angry discourse over a fucking cartoon. Let's all just be happy we woke up this morning. That's all.
I'm always happy about that, especially if I drink as much as I do. It's like, hey, my liver lasted one more day. Thank God. I didn't go into fucking cardiac arrest.
Mercuro80, thank you so much, brother. He says, I'm here to get the wham all up in me. I want it.
It's going to be in you.
Give it to me. What's up, Janae? Janae's in the house tonight. Hello to you. If you guys are just catching on the show, we're getting ready to talk about the news. We just talked about the fact that this is going to be our last stream for 2 weeks because we're going on vacation for a little bit. So we're going to try to have a great fucking time tonight. Okay? I feel like Mel Gibson at the dinner in Signs. He's like, just eat your fucking spaghetti. Eat your fucking mashed potatoes. And he's like crying.
I'll have some of everything. I'll have some of everything.
Yeah.
Oh God.
My wife is dead.
Those are those people that said they were going to stop eating junk food, and then it's just presented in front of them. I was like, I can't. I'll have one of everything.
Oh fuck! Let's go to the first news story. Let's talk about it because this one's a fun one. All right. The internet was ablaze last week. Ablaze, I say. Actually, you and I were filming when this is happening. We totally missed the boat. But this dude I don't remember the dude's name, but he was talking to Variety about, he's the showrunner, I think, or the writer, or has something to do with the Harley Quinn. We're really professional here on this show. Some guy who's in charge somewhat of the Harley Quinn show, which is fucking hilarious, by the way. The cartoon Harley Quinn where they curse and shit.
Yeah.
He said, they asked him about what it was like working for DC. And he says this. He says, it's incredibly gratifying and free to be using characters that are considered villains because you have so much more leeway, says Hal Pern. A perfect example of that is in this third season of Harley Quinn, where we had a moment where Batman was going down on Catwoman.
Oh.
Down, Mr. Perry? Going down. And DC was like,
down, baby.
DC was like, you can't do that. You absolutely cannot do that. They're like, heroes don't do that. So we said, are you saying heroes are just selfish lovers? They were like, no, it's that we sell consumer toys for heroes. It's hard to sell a toy if Batman is also going down on someone. I don't know why that was a surfer, but DC told him, they literally said, hey, you do fuck shit, bitch, balls, cunt, all you want to do, but Batman cannot be shown going down on a woman because heroes don't go down on females. And
he doesn't have his bat, but he doesn't have his bat binocular ready afterwards. How is he supposed to fight crime if the Joker can smell vagina juice on his lips? But I don't know. It's just so weird to even talk about the fact that a comic book character, Batman, whether or not he should be allowed to go down on Catwoman. I'm sure they've done the naughty. I'm sure they've gone anal, but I don't give a fuck.
It's Catwoman.
I don't care.
I'm sure,
dude, she's naughty. She's not, you know what? She's probably tied him up and made him go down on her. Like, it probably is not even a situation where, look, they've got some kinky ass shit that makes probably Rob Zombie and Sherry Moon Zombie look like churchgoers. Who the fuck knows? Because their whole relationship is fucking BDSM all the way through. Have you seen her outfits?
It's beautiful.
Yes. But I mean, as far as him going down or not going down, and that's, when I watched Michael Keaton in 89 Batman, the last thing I thought, and Batman Returns, like, what if he goes down on her? Because if he doesn't go down on her, fuck it. I don't really enjoy the movie anymore. It's just so weird what people like, what they get obsessed with.
Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm in no way, fucking shape or form actually angry about it, but it's just fucking hilarious. It's funny to me that somebody at Warner Brothers or DC was like, heroes don't go down on women.
I would love to be in the boardroom.
I will die on this hill because I don't go down on my wife.
See, all I want is to release the Snyder Cut or the Snyderverse, and I would love to be in the Warner Brothers boardroom meeting, and that's what I'm there for. And I've got everything to defend Zack Snyder. Like, I'm going to bring the Snyderverse back. I've got it, everything. And then some lady comes up and says, we're going to have Batman go down on Catwoman, and he's like, there will be no going down by Batman. None of it will happen. I cannot. And then it would be this heated debate, and I'm like, all I want is just the Snyderverse back, and you guys are talking about pussy licking. It's so absurd. I mean, you would think that Warner Brothers would be more concerned with making awesome quality shit than worrying about that, about whether or not Batman goes down on a chick.
Yeah, all I'm thinking about is Catwoman in like Batman Returns, you know, like Michelle Pfeiffer and how she was all, "Nyeh," and how wild of a experience that would be. You know, I'm talking the whole 9 yards, the full scratches, the leather, all of it. And you're gonna tell me we're gonna stop at Cunnilingus? Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm sure it's happened. Well, look, Batman's not only the master of martial arts, I'm sure he's the master of all forms of sex.
Right.
Like, Batman knows like 115 fucking judo moves. I'm sure he knows every goddamn word of the Kama Sutra.
It's like, I guess
every word of the Kama Sutra. I think I froze.
Yeah, you froze for a second. But it's like, did Thomas Wayne die too early to just give his son that little nugget of advice? Be like, to please a woman, go down on her first. It'll make your job easier.
I'm sure that Thomas Wayne probably told. I'm sure he told little Bruce before the tragic accident that ended his and his wife's life. He's like, look, you're going to be happy one day, but you got to do this. Never argue with your woman. She's always right. And you go down on her every time.
Yeah. That was like
when she asks you to.
That was like a rap thing back in the day. I think like rappers back in the day were like, no, real dudes don't go down on women. And it was like, I don't
know what that.
Yeah, I think I heard that in a couple of rap songs back in the day. Like, I ain't no bitch. I ain't gonna go down on her. But like,
well, I guess
it's a part of the process.
Yeah, I guess it was some kind of I don't know, a masculinity type of thing where if you went down on a chick, then you're considered a bitch. I don't know. There was a movie I watched, but there was a movie I watched too where, dude, I think it was Sopranos. They made a big deal about it then.
It was.
Because James Gandolfini liked going down on his wife, and then they got everybody found out. He's like, oh, how do you like to suck clam? And he's like, nobody. I didn't do shit. He's like, Camille.
That did happen. But it was like, and that was the thing too, like, otherwise, you think Carmella would have put up with all the fuck, and eventually she didn't, obviously, but you think Carmella would have put up with all the shit Tony Soprano put her through if he wasn't, taking a couple floors down every once in a while? No way.
Yeah. Look, sometimes a carpet needs munched, and it's okay. You got to dirt devil that up. Look, it's a give and take kind of situation for me anyway. I mean, I think like, hey, they're going to go and shine your knob, then you just get down there and dirt devil their creases a little bit. That's all you got to worry about. I mean, that's called give and take. Quid pro quo.
It's what you do in the I don't know.
I'm not going to, I don't go around, obviously, oh man, I can eat pussy with the best of them. But I mean, also, I don't think a lot of girls are talking about like, hey, I'm a good dick sucker.
It's like it reminds me of Rockstar when he's like, they're like, so Izzy, what do you do for vocal preparations? Oh my god!
I just got so excited talking about this fucking pussy eating that my fucking mic fell over.
I was saying it reminds me of Rockstar.
And a boner that just knocked over it.
When they asked Mark Wahlberg, and they're like, how do you train your vocal cords to do that? He's like, all I do is eat pussy, man. Breakfast, morning, noon, and night. It's all I do is eat pussy, man. And she's like, Izzy, get in here and do it or shut up.
That's pretty much the way it works.
Yeah. Chad Cosper says, Jay and Mike, have fun on vacation. Give us a Loomis goodbye. Thanks, Chad.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I'm going on vacation. Fuck you too.
That was coming. That was good.
I'm not really going on vacation. I'm going to stay in my pitiful room and play video games. But that's a vacation too. I mean, that's going to be a nonstop.
Hey, it's not too
situation.
late, man. You guys should fucking do some traveling. Go to South Carolina, see some Halloween sites.
I ain't going to do no goddamn.
The world is yours.
I'm not going to go to the Gamecocks when we're talking about vagina eating.
You're half vaxxed, dude. You can do anything you want to. The world is
I'm only half in, bro. I can't get her pregnant, bro. I mean, just stick your dick in halfway. You can't get her pregnant, I swear to God. And then when you're done squirting, make her go do jumping jacks. It comes right out, bro. I'm telling you the truth.
Janae said
that whole half vax is not full vax. I'm not gonna go around. I'm not gonna attempt it.
Yeah. Janae said, "Oh yeah, I read about this. Heroes absolutely eat vagina. They do. I've never in my personal life been like attacked by someone who's been like, dude, you go down on women. Like,
I never came up.
I've never experienced that in my life. But but apparently
maybe we were in the mafia.
Fucking heroes, Batman. It'd be funny. She's like, and don't worry, I know, Batman, that you're a hero, and I'm not gonna make you go down on me tonight. And he's like, I'm counting on it. Ah. He just dives in. He's like, I don't care. Just don't tell the Joker.
Well, look, the fact that when Mike and I were younger is that if we got any action, it was all good action. Like, that's the thing. Like, any action you get, even if it's just going down, it's like, man, I hate that shit. Like, what do you mean you had sex? Like, no, I ate it out. It was an all-night buffet at Golden Corral, but it was great.
We did have one friend, dude. We had one friend.
Yeah, but it's for me. Look, if you got some sex, if you got some form of it, and I didn't give a fuck what form. I'm like, dude, that's badass. That's good for you, man. He's like, yeah, like I touched your vagina over her pants, bro. I think it's gonna happen.
Yeah. Hey, and we did have one friend though that for the longest time, the person that he was with, wouldn't even, and I won't say who or anything like that. But I remember for the longest time we used to always laugh about it. He's like, dude, she won't even touch it. Like, she won't even touch it. It's like, wait, what do you do? He's like, dude, I go down her like every fucking night. He's like, she won't even touch it. I'm like, oh
God, that shit was that was so annoying because I would, by the way, I would have defended if a girl had the same kind of complaint. If she's like, oh, I suck his dick all the time, but he won't go down on me, and I want him to. Right. I didn't think like, what in the fuck is going on around here? Yeah. Holy shit. Are we in Erie, Indiana? You got to fucking do it. You got to go down. If she asks you to go down, if she gives you the tug plug on your wiener, then, but yeah, the fact that I won't even touch it. Oh my God, it's disgusting. It just looks like a overgrown shroom, but I want you to eat the shit out of my walls. What? You'd be like, what?
You fucking caught me unawares of that one.
Sugar walls. Get them sugar walls flapping.
In all honesty, like, you know, it's actually a tool for the guy, because if you're worried about performance, if you're worried about how you're going to perform, it's the easiest thing to do. You go down there and you take care of business on step one. It's like getting your homework done on Friday so you have the weekend to party, right? You go there, you take care of business, and then you know what? If you know.
I like it. I think it's practice, dude. I don't mind it at all. I feel like I'm going to like an awesome Saturday school. It's like where you actually learn shit.
She's pleased before you even step up to the fucking plate. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, I tell you, look. Here's the thing about it. Look,
Batman might not need that, to a point where, to be fair.
Well, I mean, Batman, again, he's been trained in every martial arts known to man. I'm sure he knows every friggin' cunnilingus move that.
Did you just write Joker with your tongue?
He can make his tongue pop the fuck out of his mouth and do a toilet kick to her fucking clit and then pop back in, like it's just shadow smoke. But the thing is, like, dude, I got to a point where I was like, I don't mind doing it at all. Like I even watched porn. And I was trying to figure out how they fucking did it on that lesbian porn shit. Like, I wasn't even trying to get turned on. I was like, okay, so she moves her head like that. She does a toilet twister. And then it looks like she's trying to open a Starburst up in her mouth. So I'm going to try that with my tongue. And like, so fuck. I mean, I was like, hey, I was trying to be an A student. By the way, Tumo Ogato says, guess what video is getting demonetized today? Sir, I think you've got the $500 daily double.
Certainly seems like it, my friend.
Daily
YouTube
double.
hates cunnilingus. It's a problem.
I don't know why we're defending the honor of women.
Yeah, fuck us, right? Fuck us.
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
trying to please women
fuck my life. Fuck my life.
Couple assholes we are. Cody Buchanan says, hey, just got done. Thank you, by the way, for the super chat, buddy. I appreciate it. Just got done doing Nerf gun war with my son. I think I lost, though. He did at least 20 headshots. Now why he plays Call of Duty. And Mike, do you play Nerf wars with your kids? The answer to that is fuck no, I don't. Because you never win Nerf wars as the dad. Had my kids gotten into Nerf, I have 2 girls, so you know girls are less apt to go towards Nerf. I'm not saying they can't. I'm just saying they're more interested in other shit. But
what are you talking about? They need to be learning how to make fucking biscuits in the kitchen. Teach them right.
Teach you how to fucking make some butter.
By the way, this video is brought to you by Parlor.
But
I'm kidding.
I actually hate Nerf, dude. As a parent, I fucking hate Nerf because it's number one, it's expensive. Number 2, you got to buy those little fucking foam bullets that go everywhere, and you lose them. And if you don't lose them, your fucking Roomba eats them, or you're lost. You're trying to find them behind the fucking house. And then when they are around, you're the dad in a house full of 3 women. Who the fuck you think they're gonna go around shooting in the goddamn eyeball? Me. And nobody but fucking me. And I'm not allowed to shoot them back. I'm not giving those kids fucking Nerf guns. Are you kidding me? But I'm glad that you and your son have that going on, Cody. That's fucking awesome. But my kids,
dude, I would if I had kids and we got them Nerf guns, they like fucking shot me like bad, like hardcore, and they kept on and they would hurt. I'd get one of them goddamn bazooka Nerf guns and fuck them. Like, I mean, like, I'd fucking, like, I'm talking about, like, I would get 3 feet from their fucking face and then shoot it.
You hang it on the wall, you're like, nobody touches daddy's gun. That's daddy's Nerf gun.
Nobody does.
That's my bazooka. Yeah, no, me and Katie once went to a flea market before we even had kids. We went to one of those weird peddler small flea markets where they have all the guns and the knives, but they're not real guns. And you can buy them. And we bought one. And it was like a 9mm with like those pellets in it. And we were like, it can't be that strong. So I was like, shoot me with it. Dude, she fucking shot me in the back with it. And that shit fucking hurt so goddamn bad. My back welted up. I had a huge welt on it. It was like I'd been stabbed.
Just get them cap guns.
Yeah.
With the little red thing that you put in the cap guns.
Those are the best.
Those were fun, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes they misfire, but that was like real life. You're like, oh shit. Misfired. Fuck. You got me. But yeah, you know what's funny is like, you know, you're apparently super fucking old if you remember those. Like somebody posted, it's like you're really old if you remember those. And I remember they used to sell that at Walmart. Like they'd have like the little red caps with the cowboy gun. Those were the fucking best, dude.
Yeah,
I guess I'm old as fuck too.
To be honest though, I never actually replaced the little slips that go in. I would use them once, and be like, that was fun, but then I was like, no, I'll just pretend this gun's real now. I would never like go and replace it. Fucking, you know, I used imagination.
Katie Long was correct. She was like, JB, like in the Matrix, dodge this. Trinity, you like 5 feet from his face and you shoot him.
Tommy Jenks, thanks, buddy. He says, Slenderman, please sing the right stuff on New Kids from the Block. I added please. He didn't say please, Jay. I added please for him because I wanted him to have manners.
Well, I don't know all of the lyrics, but I guess You got the red stuff, baby. Love the way you turn me on. You get the red stuff, baby. Something else. Anyway, only want to find you. You know what? I love that beat, but I never was able to learn the lyrics. It's weird. The New Kids, I remember the NSYNC shit and I remember the Backstreet Boy shit, but the New Kids on the Block, I never remember the lyrics.
I don't know the song at all. It just made me laugh that you went.
I just feel like he would do that in the song. Add it with emphasis.
Oh shit! All right, next news story of the night. This doesn't have anything to do with Chicago. It's more.
I wasn't aware the Wachati were biters.
There's some Scream news in the world. Nothing crazy, nothing wild and crazy, but this comes from Bloody Disgusting. Scream picture locked and scoring complete on next year's franchise relaunch.
I like that.
Gillette, the best a man can get. Mm-hmm. One of the directors of the film wrote, "Picture locked. I promise it'll be worth the wait." He said, "Picture is locked," and or the other guy said, "Picture is locked, and we just finished scoring on the Newman stage." No one knows what the fucking Newman stage is, Bettini Oplin. But he says, "Thank you all so much for the amazing artists who have worked so tirelessly on this movie." And the score, by the way, is not being composed by Marcos Bellatrini or whatever. I forgot the guy's name. But it's being composed by
Marcos
Brian.
Bellatrini sounds like a hitman that the mob only brings out when they really need him.
I don't think that's his name. I think I was confused with the director's name. But either way, but it's being composed by Brian Tyler of Furious 7 and Ready or Not, which Ready or Not score was dope as fuck. So I'm into that.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome news. I mean, that's great. I mean, I'm all for it. I hope it's good. And again, I've already been on record saying I have reservations about it, but we'll see. I hope it's all put to the Midnight Express bedtime situation when it comes out. I really do. I hope it's the best of the series. I hope it rivals the first one. Yeah. I just have a hard time believing that, Jim. But I hope it's good. I hope it's good.
Yeah. We should start doing like bets. Like, you know how like Skip and Shannon on like Undisputed, they bet like cases of Mountain Dew when they believe differently on things.
Skip and Shannon are those people that opened up a peanut butter factory?
No, it's Skip and Shannon. Come get some peanut butter, motherfucker.
Skipper peanut butter. Skippy.
No, they're sports guys.
Skippy peanut butter.
But they bet.
Oh, Shannon Sharp.
I see. Yeah, it's Skip Bayless. They bet cases of Diet Mountain Dew. Like, we should have something like that because I think the movie's gonna fucking be awesome. You think?
Well, I mean, I was gonna say, yeah. Like, let's not make it stupid though, because I don't want to be like, oh, if I lose for the next time we stream for the week, it's too small to find anyway. Don't tease people. I couldn't find it to be an hour just looking for that little thing. But no, the thing is, would be like, oh, for the week you got to drink like IPAs. But that's not fair. That would just be disgusting. I would never be able to do the stream.
You'd have a horrible
I'd just be sober.
Yeah, we'll have to think.
I just wouldn't be able to do it.
We'll have to think of some fair bets.
We could make like a I don't know, a $5 bet.
Yeah,
let's go grandma with it. I'll bet you 5 pennies.
We'll have to think of
that movie will be terrible.
We'll have to think of something that involves the channel to do it. Like maybe somebody picks the movie review or something. But we'll have to start doing that. But either way, I think the movie's gonna be fucking awesome. Jay does not. But
I didn't say I don't think it's gonna. I just think it's gonna be one of those movies that I think that a lot of people hope it's great, and I'm there with you, cheering you on with my flag that says hope it's good. But deep down in my heart, I'm like, I know that shit's gonna be bad. I don't want it to be like that. You know what I don't want it to be like? Do you remember when Star Wars came out, The Phantom Menace? Like, I'm not talking about the newer ones. I'm talking about The Phantom Menace. The Phantom Menace wasn't that good, but people were so thirsty for Star Wars. They were so like, let me suck that lightsaber.
Yeah.
That people were coming out of the theater like, it was the greatest Star Wars movie I ever seen, man. Bro, it's the best Star Wars movie I ever seen.
Yeah.
And then they're like, I had to say that on camera because I didn't know what to do.
But you also don't want to do the other side of that either. Like, you don't want to do what some of the Halloween 2018 people did. They're like, it's gonna fucking suck. It's gonna fucking suck. Shit. And then it came out, and at least, I mean, most people think it was at least decent. Yeah, like we loved it, but
what?
Like for Halloween 2018, like the critics, all that stuff. Most people thought it was at the very least a decent movie. But there was those people who were like hoping it sucked, and they came out when it came out, and they were like, "Fuck, told you it sucked. Everybody knows it sucks." And you're like, box office records. It had positive scores from audiences and critics alike. But you're like, "I told you guys it sucked," and you're like, "It didn't fucking suck."
Yeah, that's the guy that he doesn't like that anybody else likes what he likes. He probably was a Scream fan, and then he found out everybody else liked it. He was like, I was here for like ever, so shut up. It sucks. I don't even like you now.
It's not, and I'm not saying you can't not like the movie. If you didn't like the movie, that's cool. Like for instance, Cody Leach didn't like the movie. I don't fucking hate him for it. What I'm saying is like, you know the people we're talking about. They're like, everybody knows everyone hates Halloween 2018, and you're like, no, who said that? Who said everybody hates it? It's okay if you hate it.
Here's the thing. I think for me, anyway, I've never been a super duper fan of Scream. I like Scream 1 a lot, and I like Scream 2 okay. And then I never really got into Scream as much as some other people do. So for them, it's like the second coming of Christ, and that's awesome. I hope it's just as good. For Halloween, I'm a mega fan of it. So, but yeah, it's the same. I don't want the movie to fail because listen, it's a beloved horror franchise. If it fails, it's bad for every horror fan. It's not just that franchise. You need movies like this to do really well. So finally, Jason can get his goddamn ass out of a fucking Crystal Lake lawsuit, and we can get a fucking, I don't know, maybe it will entice people to make these movies again. I don't know. So I just, the reason why I have reservations about it, Scream 3 fucking blew balls, and I don't even care if you're a Scream. I hated that fucking movie. And then Scream 4, I was not a fan of. And Scream 5, it just depends on what they go with. I almost feel like Scream and Scream 2 actually wrapped up the series so well that they really didn't need sequels. I mean, it felt to me like, if you look at Michael Myers and Jason and even fucking buttfuck Chucky, like there's at least Supernatural. You can figure out why they keep on coming and why their why movies and sequels are necessary to tell their story. I mean, but you look at Scream, you can only do the copycat angle so many times. And it's like, holy shit, I get it. And then you had an MTV series that was fucking garbage too, with the fucking the mask they wore in Heat, Rob Banks.
Yeah.
And so I don't know, but I think what I'm saying is I'm going in with a 50-50. And I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
Yeah. No,
I'm going with 50-50.
And the reason I think it's gonna be so good is because if someone was making Scream 5 and it was like fucking, I don't know, Steve Miner who did H2O, or like just some
I thought you were talking about the basketball player.
Some like recycled
Harold Meyer, Ron Meyer.
Maybe it's unfair to say recycled, but a typical horror director. Yeah. Or if they were to get like the Saw writers of Saw 3 are doing Scream 5, oh my god, I'd be like, fucking shit, I don't know. But the fact that it's these two guys who don't have a miss in their record, and they're really inventive and they're really smart and they're really cutting edge, it feels like the exact kind of thing Craven would have wanted. So that's why I have such high hopes for this movie. But I also like Scream 4. Yeah. So I think that may be the difference. But either way,
different strokes, my man.
Different strokes. I be stroking.
Oh wait, it's no different than I saw somebody posted this on Facebook, and I think it's so fucking disgusting. I feel like you lost a bet with the Necronomicon, and you had to do this to atone. Like they said, mayo and peanut butter on a sandwich. Mayo and peanut butter on sandwich. What the fuck? You communist. No, I'm serious. They were like, oh, it's so, I swear on my life, dude. They were like, oh yeah, it was so good. Cause I thought I think it was Mickey Ross that actually said that on Facebook. He said that he tried mayo and peanut butter and actually enjoyed it. I'm like, I don't know what fucking bet you lost and that you had to go out and pretend, but that sounds like the most disgusting thing on earth.
If someone came to me, I'd feel like Don Corleone. I'd be like, I will not try this. Okay.
Like, mayo and peanut butter, bro.
You do not do mayo.
No
and
way.
Peanut.
Not on my watch.
No, fuck no.
Not in my house. There. If someone brought some Miracle Whip in, and then they put it right next to a jar of Jif, and they're like, I'm gonna mix this fucker together, and I'm gonna put it on toasted bread, and I'm gonna serve it to you. I'm like, you're gonna die before you walk 5 feet to me.
You just sucked the fucking memory out of me that I forgot I had. You know that?
What?
You understand that?
What happened?
You just suck.
I'm feeding on your IQ. Suck it on your brain. Feeding on your brain.
I totally forgot about this till just now. I'm wowed. One time I was like 11 and I was just sitting at my mom's house, like eating some ramen noodles, watching Seven probably. And like we had a bunch of barn cats outside because we had horses, right? This fucking...
You didn't eat cat shit, did you? On a peanut butter, did you?
No. I remember...
Something gross.
No, when you said something about, you said peanut butter jar, just jarred the fucking... Yeah. Just fucking jarred the memory. I heard a bunch of ruckus going outside. I go out back, and it's the garbage cans in this fucking barn cat, dude. This fucking barn cat had his head inside of a fucking jar of peanut butter. It was all the way inside the jar of peanut butter, like all the way inside. I guess he was eating it, and he was like, I gotta get me some more of that fucking.
Oh, he got stuck.
Jif, yeah, it was stuck. It's so funny because, like, wait till you hear the end of the story before you judge me for laughing. You fucking dude, he was going,
it decapitated itself.
it was all the way around his head, and his arms were going like this, and he was smacking it against the ceiling, or like smacking against the glass doors. So he was like,
yeah.
He was like freaking the fuck out. I mean, he was. His arm. I don't know if you've ever seen a cat with him. It wasn't funny at the time. I got really scared. But his fucking cat just fucking doing this with a peanut butter jar. It is. You can see his face in the peanut butter jar. He's like, oh fuck. It wasn't funny at the time. But anyways.
No, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, and it was a feral fucking cat, so he was scratching the shit out of me. But I was like, oh no. I grabbed the cat, dude, and I was trying to fucking pull it off, and I couldn't. And then shit got really serious because the cat started like giving up. It started being like doing that, and I was like, "Oh fuck, what are we gonna do?"
Say meow, I'm giving up on you.
What are we gonna do? I can't get it off. I can't even get it off. I ran inside. I grabbed the big ass butcher knife, dude. It was the first one I saw because those peanut butter jars are thick. And I came back out to the cat, and I was like, "You're fucking like." He looked like he was dead. So I was like, "I hope I don't cut you, bro, but I gotta try to save your life, and I can't get this thing off your head." So I just fucking stabbed the shit out of it. And thankfully, I missed the cat, and I cut it open, and then I was able to like pull the jar open, and then when I could grab that, I freed the cat and like ran off, and I got scratched everywhere. I could
imagine your mother coming out while it looked like you were holding a butcher knife up to a cat, or no, but imagine, and then she would be like, "I'm not even gonna talk to him," and be like, "I'm gonna talk to my husband. Listen, Michael needs help. He literally was outside." And my God, it's my witness. He was trying to stab a cat that I think he put a peanut butter jar on its head.
It was then when I realized they didn't have pants or underwear on. Pants or underwear. Holding
if you were just saying, I was like, if I'd come over, I'm like, dude, what kind of fucking mushrooms did you eat today?
And I'd be like, you mind your fuckhole, buddy. I've seen you do things. Run away.
I see the pee stain on the front of your tidy whities. I know you're not yourself.
That was a weird story. I don't know why, but a Rarely Movie Takes. Thank you, buddy. He says, I just started dieting and working out. Can I get a motivational shout out from Loomis? For this, I give you beer money. Wham! So diet and motivation worked out for Rambling Movie Takes.
Okay, Rambling Movie Takes. I like it. You're hitting the gym. You're pumping the iron. You're trying to get fit and in shape for the summer months. Now they're not going to call you anymore behind your back Rambling Movie Man Titties. Because your titties aren't going to be there anymore. You're going to have pectoral, muscle, steel. It's going to feel like goddamn Kevlar. If they shoot you, it bounces off, He-Man. I like it. You keep pumping that goddamn iron. And who cares if you can't read? Rocky Balboa couldn't. And he won a lot of money. And he saved his marriage because she was going to leave him if he didn't win. I know it. Trust me. I saw that movie. She said, you can't win, Rock, against Drago. He had to beat that big Russian asshole. So you keep doing it. Get in there and pump that shit up. Pump it. Pump up the jam. Pump it up while your feet are stomping. That's it. And stay off that pre-workout and make your head blow up.
That was delicious, and I love it.
By the way, I was going to say, there is a TikTok challenge, guys. Don't do this shit, okay? I don't know how many of you guys actually follow TikTok. I was telling Mike about this, but it was trending last week. But it's something where people were snorting, or they were I think they were snorting it. I'm not 100% sure, but it was unmixed pre-workout and for a TikTok challenge.
You told
and then
me
they
this twice already, dude.
I know I told you this.
You're really upset about the story. Yeah, you said it in the stream.
No, because it's so fucking stupid that people like it was the Tide Pod thing all over again. Yeah. It's like, God damn. I mean, humanity would like to have, a future. Like you fuckers are trying to kill yourself. Like, but this chick that was 21 years old had a heart attack.
Yeah.
Like literally after doing it. So just, don't be stupid and follow TikTok trends. Okay.
Yeah. Just as a general rule of thumb.
Don't be stupid.
We did the
it's like somebody's like, hey, apparently, if that shit's unmixed, 70 cups of coffee, holy fuck. Either you're going to die of a heart attack or you're going to shit your pants for 3 weeks.
That's just why you shouldn't do those things, though, because honestly, I didn't know that. Like, I've taken pre-workout a whole bunch in my life. I don't now, but I used to back in the day all the time.
Yeah.
And, like, if someone was like, I dare you to take the scoop without water, I would just think it'd be uncomfortable. I would have done that. I probably would have done that. I'd be like, all right.
She might have, and I might be wrong. I don't, maybe she didn't snort it. I think she just
ate it.
Drink it.
Right. No, I wouldn't have snorted it.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever it was.
But apparently without the water, it's like super fucking dangerous. I wouldn't have known that.
Yeah. 70 cups of coffee.
Yeah.
Like literally in the one shot. I mean, when it mixes it, it's supposed to the water dilutes it.
Not good. Not good. Quick news story before we go to break, and then when we come back from break, we'll talk about Halloween Ends. We'll talk about the Wesley Snipes story, and we'll talk about the Batman Forever story.
He dodges taxes again. Fuck! He never learns.
Hey, man.
He ain't exactly running the march of dimes here.
Pass me the Wesley pipes. But just a quick news story. I just think this is kind of cool. They are bringing back VHS. The VHS 4 is actually going to be VHS 94. It's going to be on Shudder, which makes sense. That's a good place for it to go. But yeah, they've got it's David Bruckner,
that's pretty cool,
Simon Barrett, a bunch of the same type of dudes or whatever that are doing it. But yeah, VHS 94. It makes sense. It's a VHS franchise. It should be in the 90s, right? That's cool.
How do you feel about that shift? I feel like the shift is now, I mean, it makes us look and feel old as fuck. You know how the shift was for a couple of years, it was all about doing 80s show. And now it's like all the shows are really taking place and hammering home the 90s.
I like it. I love it.
I think it's, well, because that's actually when Mike and I grew up, is the 90s, so I can relate. I mean, we were born in the 80s, but we really didn't get to experience it as much as the 90s. I mean, we were going to high school, middle school in the 90s, so it's a lot. I think I dig it. I think it's cool as shit, but it does make you feel old as fuck. But yeah, that's great, man. I'm good with that. The thing about VHS, though, is I remember watching the first one, and I did pass out. Well, I fainted. I almost fainted. Well, yeah, maybe I did. I don't know. I fainted.
I was just sitting in the room waiting for you to come back so we could finish the fucking movie.
No, dude, because I was fainting. I've never had that. I've never in my life, it never since been repeated. But now I know what it feels like. I mean, it felt like the whole world was crashing in. Like, and I heard "Crash Into Me," yeah, like that fucking band. It felt like a music video for them. But but I never really watched VHS after that. Probably because I was always scared of it.
We saw the second one because we reviewed it. So we watched
that's right.
One and two.
Well, I forgot about it because probably I was so scared I blocked it out. But VHS 1, that shit was fucking, like, that was really good. The siren is the one that made me faint.
Yeah, because it was when the girl who's like, I like you, goes down on that guy after he finds out she's a fucking vampire. Have you ever had a vampire his fucking face went, and then she goes down on you in a stairwell and you're stuck there? I know. That fucked with Jay. Apparently that's a really big fear that Jay had and he didn't know it deep.
Well, no, it wasn't that. It was the fact that we had been up. I had been up all night and we've been drinking. And then when I saw that, because I didn't expect it to be, I didn't expect it to be so visceral. It was so in your fucking face, and it was just right there. I was like, "Oh fuck!" Like my eyes wouldn't cross because I wasn't expecting it. Because it was just all this crazy shit happening in front of my face, and I was like, "I gotta go to the bathroom real quick." And I took a piss, and I was over the bathroom sink, and I just saw like the heartbeat was going boom, 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 boom. And then it tunnel vision, dude. I've never, people always say tunnel vision. That shit was like, it was like I was going down like the Death Star. The whole, like when they make the final run on the Death Star, it was like that shit was narrowing in, and it was like stay on target. And dude, that's why I fucking fell. I came out of the bathroom, I was stumbling out because like I'm gonna die. I didn't know how to speak the words because my vocal cords were paralyzed. And then Mike was like, "Dude, are you gonna come back in here or not?" And I fell down in the fucking hallway and crawled. I fucking Vietnam crawled. I was like, "Dude, I'll be there in a second." And I crawled. And Mike's like, "Mike, do you want me to call the ambulance? You need to call me the ambulance, bro?" And I was like, "Maybe." I just laid in the bed.
Movie. Yeah.
But that was so crazy. But yeah, VHS 4 in the 90s is cool, though. I think that's a cool deal.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea, too, man. I'm excited about it. I say keep doing those movies because just because it's got a sequel on it doesn't mean it can't be just as inventive as the first few movies.
Did they name the directors?
Yeah, a couple of them. Simon Barrett's going to be in there. Some other people. Timo Tjahjanto from May the Devil Take You Too, and Jennifer Reeder, Ryan Prowse, Chloe Okuno, Greg Anderson. Of the legendary drone metal band Sunno. I don't know what the fuck a drone metal band is.
I can safely say I've never heard of any of you.
I haven't either, but all I can imagine now is a drone fucking metal band. Like, how does that happen? What the fuck is a drone goddamn metal band, dude?
You know what? They just play music inside their basement and they have drones videotape it and they go out and like spread the music.
Like, all I can picture is like, how's the drone going to carry the
It's
drones?
Lazy musicians. It's lazy. But it's just lazy. It's like you don't even want to go out of your house anymore.
If we fly our drones up and we make music when they go, and then the guy on the ground's like, no.
I always thought, we got to go on a break real soon, but I always thought VHS might be the next creep show. What I would do is I would give and I know it's VHS 4 now, so the boat might have sailed, but I mean, imagine having four little short films by like someone like Tom Savini, James Wan, your boy,
who?
Your favorite
David
director
Fincher?
that you like to play with his balls, David Fincher.
He would never.
Well, no, I mean, I know, but I mean, it would be cool to have a collab with those kind of guys, and put them all in one. I think that would be cool, man. Or
it's
like, you know how like did it with Creepshow
directors, Jay.
Yeah, but like, I don't think that well, James Wan does get a lot of attention, so it's really not.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I was gonna say he's not like as big as like George Romero or John Carpenter, but I don't know.
Yeah,
he's up there.
Yeah, that's right. Anthony Stamp says a friend of mine back in high school snorted C4 and tossed a desk across the classroom. Yeah, I fucking.
He snorted C4.
I can't believe they fucking survived. Well, C4 is the pre-workout.
Oh, I thought you meant legit the actual powder that makes things explode.
All we can hope is.
I was like, no wonder he got mad.
All I can hope is that it was the Walmart C4 Sport version and not the real shit. But yeah, that's dangerous, dude. You don't fuck with that, Anthony.
It's like, hey, I got this friend, man. He's wild. His dad was in the army, and he got some C4, and he snorted it in class. That putty shit, he fucking put it up his nose and snorted it.
I saw a dude snort Smarties. He's dead now.
Yeah.
But that not because of the Smarties, because someone murdered him. But
I've seen people snort Tylenol.
I was in band with a dude who snorted fucking Smarties, and he would always crack us up, dude. He would snort Smarties on his bandstand, and then he'd go, Satan is here. The walls are bleeding. We would fucking die, dude.
After you snorted Sweeties?
He was no Smarties. Like, you know, the little
Smarties,
bag?
I mean. Like,
we'd be like, dude, we'd be like, snort the Smarties again. And he'd be like, all right, I'll do it. Fuck you, dude. I'll do this shit. He'd break it up, and he would snort it, and he would be like, the walls are bleeding. And now Jingle Bells.
Who'd have ever thought that John Constantine had it wrong? You don't need a cat in boiling water. All you need is to snort some fucking Smarties, and you can open up the portal to hell. It's so cleverly disguised.
That kid was weird, dude, but I did love him. All right, man. We're gonna take a quick break. Take a quickie breaky. Take a cigarette break. We're gonna take a piss.
We gonna go outside.
We're gonna take a piss.
We gonna smoke that cigarette. We gonna shut down the engines for about 5 minutes. Come back.
Yeah, but when we
Play
come
with
back,
our wieners a little bit.
It's gonna be the last hour of the show for about 2 weeks. So goddamn it, you fucking stay here. You fucking sit the fuck down. You listen. You eat some goddamn chili peppers, okay? You play your fucking chili pepper heart out.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, right there. That's some fire advice right there.
Yeah.
Now we ain't gonna be like that New Yorker guy. We're gonna rub our dicks while the camera's on.
Maybe
we gonna go rub our dicks in the bathroom like Jill.
Maybe. Now that you said it, I kind of want to.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to speak for you, but I'm already kind of doing it.
I'm trying to do a shoot.
Yeah, you look like I thought you. If I saw you doing that, I'm like, hey, it's that asshole kid in fucking science class that's always chewing.
Yeah.
Like that red man.
We'll be right back. Oh, that's not the fucking button. Shit, fuck. God damn it, shit, fuck. This is why I need a vacation. Fuck. Where's the button? Where's the button?
In front of your face.
Fuck.
Just touch it.
There we go. Oh shit, it's the wrong fucking size.
I knew it.
Lloyd!
It's what she said.
That Christmas tree, oh what a sight. This is Michael Myers, this is Jason Myers. Go fucking kill Laurie. Quiet, listen. Death is in the air shaft!
It's time to pay, Mac! It's time to fucking pay!
It's time to stop now, Mac!
My name is Dave, and I've been standing here for 5 minutes. Will you please check me out?
Fuck! God damn it! You guys ever had to ice your balls because you've been doing it so much? That's how I feel right now. Never happens to me.
You know what? Forget it. I'm out of here.
Now I am the master. Bruce Leroy.
Oh shit! Dude, that was fucking. You thought the first. This one. That was fucking better than.
You know what?
Yes.
In the Godzilla trailer, when Godzilla breathes out blue fire, like that's how I feel right now. And then when
out of his dick,
Tywin Lannister's like,
yeah,
long live the king. Oh my fuck!
Yeah, I felt like I just got shot while I was on the toilet, so that was a good reference. It was kind of perfect. Yeah. It was kind of fucking perfect.
It's like if WCW was bringing back Monday Nitro.
I feel like I'm watching Monday Nitro.
It was so fucking.
And Sting is in the goddamn Raptors.
He's gonna take down the Outsiders.
Dang it, what the hell is wrong with you boys? I've asked you 4 times to find me a damn copy of Ice Age 11 for my daughter. Now tell me, who the hell do you think you are?
I'm Jay.
I'm Mike.
We're like fucking Iron Man, Deadpool, and some George Carlin all thrown in there, but not as talented.
We're that dude out in the streets with the gold watches. We're always on the corner trying to hawk some shit.
Yeah, we're like the guys that like bounce the sign up and down from Little Caesars. Like, come on, get that $5. $5 pizza.
We always got hot and readies for you.
You fucks!
Daddy!
Don't worry, sweetie. You two shitheads ain't heard the last of me.
Whoa! Holy shit, dude. They're overcompensating like a motherfucker. I love it. I feel like CC. Finally, it has happened to me right in front of my face, and I just can't deny it. Hey, what are you doing? You didn't do any hard work today. You sat in your room. What the fuck is that mask? You look like Robert Pattinson. You disgusting Nancy boy. The haircut looks great. Why don't you go back to San Francisco? What the fuck? You gonna kiss me or kill me? Yeah, you don't know. That's what I'm saying.
That's creepy.
Oh, I like it though. Somebody's on their period. And by the way, that guy had a shriveled ass arm, and he reminded me of the dude from Scary Movie 2. He's like, stop the shit out of it! Take my strong hand, child!
Shut up! So everybody made fun of him because he came out butt first.
Well, I mean, why not?
You never go ass to mouth.
He was born in prison. It's like he was already used to the atmosphere.
You stupid.
Oh God, just take a look. It's in a book. Dark faded shit.
And I'm not hooked.
Oh my God, dude, dark fucking shit fate.
Yeah. Not good.
What happened here?
Bad. They basically just...
You can't, because if you can't.
They erased the masterpiece and then drew over it in fucking crayon.
Call to John now.
Basically.
Call to John now. I know this hurts. What the fuck is this goddamn Michael Landon bullshit? That doesn't make any sense at all. Like, oh my God. It's like short circuit if the motherfucker started a family. Get it?
So you do have the new Jumanji movie, or you don't have it, or what? I've been standing here for 5 minutes.
You goddamn French people! I swear to God, you're so sexual. Look at it.
Okay, you know what? I'll just rent it online. Thanks, guys.
Dude, oh man,
you look like fucking Rob Thomas from fucking Matchbox 20.
Like I said, sexy.
That's not really.
It's 3 a.m. I must be lonely.
Oh, bam, looking for my next hit.
I wish the real world would just stop hassling.
I like that tie though. I wish I had that tie.
Michael, you know what, Michael? I'm gonna let you do something different. Use your knife.
Oh! Oh!
Well, we fucked this shit up. God damn you, Michael! Put down the knife. Okay. Sorry about that, Steve. Michael is learning. how to learn with Ginsu knives. Anyway, I don't think anything was damaged.
Dr. Sleep. He puts him to sleep every time.
Not just them, when I'm reading, when I'm talking to them, when I'm trying to be nice to them. But again, the action looked cool, and I was intrigued a little bit by the plot. I want to see it. I mean, I love Terminator, so I definitely want to go check it out. But they took a beloved character, an established character, and ruined the fuck out of that shit with a torpedo twisty and ripped it off. Ripped your heart out of your fucking chest. Like, I don't understand. Like,
We back.
We is here.
We is back in the city of the demons.
We is here, dog.
We're back in the city of the fucking demons.
Ready? You ready to get fucked up? All right, guys. Pass out the Smarties. We're all gonna snort them. You're snorting them. I'm snorting them. Everybody's snorting them.
That's what
Hey man, I just snorted some Smarties, bro. And then the devil talked to me and he said the world will end in 2022
That's what you do when you eat butt. You go.
because it smells bad. Yeah, you just gotta dive in.
Hey,
You gotta dive in and not worry. Damn the consequences.
hey, in honor of this being our last hour post before we go on vacation, I'm gonna drink this fucking White Claw. You ever had a White Claw?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that's the next taste test because I think you might actually.
No, I think well,
It's like a 40.
they came out a while ago. I think I might have tried one. I'm not a fan of them, but I'm not one of those guys that I think someone posted on Facebook. I'm like, I can't talk shit on it because I drink a Michelob Ultra.
Right.
So it's like having Zima. So I can't say anything.
Yeah, it kind of is, but I can't drink like several of them because like they sneak up on you. But like
They're sugary.
It's a nice palate cleanser.
You got that Black Cherry. I love their music. Actually, I think I know one Black Cherry song.
That's like kind of watery down. Fuck. Black Stone Cherry. That band's actually from Kentucky, by the way.
I thought there was a band called Black Cherry. A Buck Cherry. That's what I was thinking of,
They're
Buck
the ones
Cherry.
that did that.
Buck
Crazy
Cherry.
bitch. Or that I'm on a plane. No, that's Grateful Dead. They did the cocaine song. What was that? What was the cocaine song that Black Cherry did? Or Buck Stone
Cocaine?
Cherry did? Yeah. And right on. Fuck. How's the song go? Someone give me
Do
a
you have
lyric
some?
for Blackstone or for Buck Cherry's the cocaine song? What was it? Vanessa said Eagle Eye Cherry. Save tonight. Fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow.
That guy had it together. I loved his leather coat in that video.
Yeah.
And he gave no fucks either. He had sex with you. He's got to fight the break of dawn, and he's telling you that it's bad, that he doesn't want to go, but he really does. He's already got his shit ready. He's going to get on the next plane. You were a one-hit wonder in the streets of New York. He's gone.
They were. I think people thought they were going to be huge. But
Eagle Eye Cherry, yeah, well, they played them nonstop on the radio. But that's got to be nice. If you're a band and you got one fucking song that's played constantly and you get the royalty, I'd love that.
Yeah, what are you going to do? Austin says, thanks, buddy, for the super chat. Appreciate you, man. He says, I'm thinking about challenging MGK to a boxing match for Megan Fox. I'm going to come out to Killshot, and you're my first choice for commentators. I would fucking watch that, dude.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, fucking Beard's weird. Beard's weird. I was writing a song on my Nordic track.
Machine Gun Kelly, man.
Yeah, dude.
That guy's, Megan Fox's sex is so good. That guy's fucking soul is living his body a little bit at a time. Have you seen that new picture? It looks like Shang Tsung stole his soul. Like he's so skinny and shit.
You got to give Machine Gun Kelly credit, dude. He got fucking eviscerated by goddamn Eminem. And then
he gave up, yeah.
Yeah, and then he came out with a fucking pop punk album that was actually pretty rad. And then he started dating Megan Fox.
And he was great in Dirt. I mean, he's a good actor.
Yeah, you got to give the guy credit. Hey, he did a Matthew McConaughey fucking switchy turn on his whole career.
He's a weird dude. That he looks like he just quit his job at Hot Topics. He looks like he just quit, and he's still wearing their merchandise. But I saw him on an interview. I've been watching a lot of Barstool Sports, Dave Portnoy pizza reviews, and he was on there, and he seems like an okay dude. Like, he just seems like, he's kind of got like I don't know. I probably wouldn't hang out with him very long, but he seemed okay. I mean, he just seemed like a nice, he kind of looked like, he kind of looks like an older version of Aaron Carter, like a taller Aaron Carter.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that for sure.
Your beautiful soul.
Oh, by the way, that's the song. I just Googled it. It's like, I'm on a plane with cocaine. And yes, I'm all lit up again. That's the song. Right on.
It sounds like the lead singer of AC/DC trying to fight a hemorrhoid while he takes a shit.
Right on. But anyway.
Big Teds! No toilet paper! Big Teds! That's Brian Johnson. I always forget his fucking name for some reason.
Oh, dude, this shit's fucking crazy.
Do you like him better than the lead the who's the guy that died? Fuck, I'm so stupid. The original lead singer of AC/DC. Angus
Young.
Angus Young. The weird thing is I've listened to them the comparisons between them. You know, Brian Johnson came on and he hit the notes that Angus did, but a lot of people say, no, man, the original, the OG Angus is it. Who do you prefer? If you if you listen to side by side on certain songs, which one would you like?
I can tell you right now, I have no fucking idea, and I've been embarrassed. I've been embarrassed by that before too. With the Misfits, the guy that was doing my tattoo.
We're dumb. It's Bon Scott. Scott. We're fucking stupid.
See what I'm saying?
Angus Young. I think that's the guitarist.
Oh, okay. I'm bad about that shit. Like I said, the dude that was doing my tattoo, he was like,
Bon Scott.
He was doing his thing, and he was like, Alexa, play the Misfits. And he was like, you like the Misfits? And I was like, yeah, dude, yeah. He was like, which one's your favorite, Danzig or the other dude or whatever it was? And I was like, I like them both because I didn't know there was.
I can't pick. I mean, yeah,
I like listening to it, but I'm not a huge fan. You know,
the only band that I've ever said that I have a preference to, like honestly, I think he's better. I think he's a better singer. Maybe not as good of a performer, but I definitely think he's a better singer. Is Sammy Hagar with Van Halen than David Lee Roth? Oh, David Lee Roth. David Lee Roth wasn't. No, dude. I mean, Sammy Hagar had the pipes. Like,
no,
he can actually sing
the
song.
Yeah, either opinion.
But yeah, but David Lee Roth was that guy. He was a great performer and entertainer, and he had the wild child kind of attitude, and he was sexier than Sammy Hagar. But Sammy Hagar, dude's got the fucking pipes.
Yeah,
like he's got some good shit. It goes, get higher and higher. And you're like, oh fuck, it feels good. It feels good. And the Hot for Teacher song is still good though with David Lee Roth. I don't know. I just prefer. But as far as Brian Johnson and Bon Scott, for me, I grew up with Brian Johnson, so it's hard for me to even. When you listen to Bon Scott, it's like, dude, Brian Johnson does such a great job imitating Bon Scott. I can't even. Like they're on the same fucking level.
I couldn't tell the difference between two of them. To be honest with you, I'm a what do people call it? Like a common fan. Like I like AC/DC, but I don't like going to their discography or anything.
Joe Bob's like Van Halen, not Van Hagar. Actually, well, I mean that's also goes David Lee Roth. David Lee Roth wasn't in his name's like it's named after the two brothers, my sir, Alex and Eddie. David Lee Roth is an asshole that got kicked out of the band and then couldn't even keep it together at a fucking awards show, and they said, "I'll punch you in the face if you ever talk to me like that again." True story. I watched that interview. Fucking Eddie Van Halen hated fucking David Lee Roth.
I don't know.
He said he was the biggest prick. No, dude. Apparently they were going to get back together because all the fans wanted it, right? Yeah. And it was all going to be good. They were at an MTV Music Awards, and he was such a fucking asshole and prick because he always thought the band's about me. I'm the show guy. I'm the dude that comes out and sells the songs. You guys are just the backup.
And I'm just the queen.
And then, yeah, you bastards. And then Eddie Van Halen was like, if you ever talk to me like that again, I'll hit you in the dick. And that was it. He literally ruined his own comeback performance because he couldn't get over the fact. He's like, people are looking at me. They're looking at me. I had the blonde hair and the bandana.
Mornay Cloette, thank you very much, Mornay. Appreciate that. Says, hope you guys enjoy your vacation, guys. Seinfeld or Friends? Friends, dude. Friends all the fuck way. Seinfeld annoyed the piss out of me.
I never really got into Seinfeld. I should have. Everybody talked about it, but I never really got into it. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I don't. And here, I know this is preference too, obviously, but I don't think Jerry Seinfeld's that funny to me. Like I don't know why. I just don't think he's that funny.
What's the deal with putting your socks on? Huh?
Yeah. He always sounds like he's got a burp. Yeah. Like when he's talking, he's like, "I'm going to hold this back and tell you a joke."
Yeah, which that'll piss people off because people who love Seinfeld fucking love Seinfeld, dude.
I know they really do.
I had this boss once that like twice a night, third shift, he'd be like, "You ever see that episode of Seinfeld where this happened?" I'm always like, "Dude, I've told you 17 fucking times I don't watch fucking Seinfeld." And he's like, "Well, okay, let me explain it to you." Then I'm like, "Great, cool, I can't wait, thank you." But
it reminds me of that. That reminds me of that scene in the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. He's like, "How many times I gotta tell you? I'm not a chess guy. I'm a checkers guy. Okay, so go get the checkerboard and we'll play it back."
You sound like Mark Wahlberg. He's like, "How many times I gotta tell you? I'm a chess guy, not a checkers guy. So go get the fucking checkerboard."
I think that well, the thing about Seinfeld, also Jerry Seinfeld, from what I understand, like he fucking got pissed off at poor old Larry King, who's like 197 years old. I mean, I know he's dead now, but he was 197 years old when he when he started. He was 205 when he interviewed Jerry Seinfeld, and he was like, "Well, what is it like when you get canceled, Jerry?" He was like, "Canceled? Who are you talking about got canceled? I'm Jerry fucking Seinfeld. Canceled? I ended the show. I'm the biggest #1 network show." Like, I was like, dude, calm down.
I
He's
got
an old
dad
dude.
jeans on. Dad jeans. Yeah, I agree with you.
But yeah,
Seinfeld kind of annoys me in a weird way. Like, I don't hate him, but he sort of annoys me.
That one chick is hot though. Like his friend in that show.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't know that lady.
Elaine. Yeah,
Elaine
and I like
was
the
really
little bald
cute.
guy too. I thought he was funny. And then Kramer had his moments too, where he went,
Yeah, I did like that guy.
"Easy pay, come."
Yeah, he kind of ruined himself a little bit on that racist rant that he went
Yeah,
on,
not
on,
smart.
on stage.
You don't want to do that.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah, it
wanna
was
do
stupid.
that. But anyway, let's talk about news real quick. Let's talk about Halloween Kills. James Jude Courtney has said officially, not officially, but he said it in a cameo, which, by the way,
That he's not as good as Nick Castle. I know.
no, this will make you laugh, dude. We're only being hateful to him because he won't come on our fucking show.
No, he
kidding.
might. I mean, let's
Yeah,
be careful.
We'll see. Yeah, no, but anyways, he said he was talking. Let me tell you the story first, and then I'll tell you why I think it's kind of fucked up. But this thing here, it comes from Dark Universe Horror Database, who does a lot of Halloween Kill stuff. Seem like cool dudes. Says James Jude Courtney says Halloween Ends begins filming this fall. And shout out Nick Bond, who wrote the article. But what they did here is they found in a cameo. Someone posted on Instagram this account.
That's some deep diving.
Yeah. Someone posted this account, the.shape. So, follow them or whatever, since we're using their shit on here. But he says, he says Halloween Kills starts filming this fall. And here's the video. I'll just play it for you guys real quick. Oh, fuck. I got to go to. I don't think you can hear it.
That's all right.
Here
that's
it is.
fine.
Here it is.
I mean, I
No,
know the gist of it.
Yeah, I got it. Here it goes.
I got to
There's
turn
lots,
this up. Hold on.
lots to look forward to, man. I think you really need to see kills.
I sound
And
drunk.
then we're shooting Halloween Ends in this fall. So, there's lots to look forward to, man. I think.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like me and you trying to carry on a stream a little bit there, but.
No, that literally, I heard my own playback. It's like, God, it sounds terrible. But yeah, I knew that. I knew that. I was like, God, you sound like, how many fucking beers have you had, sir? I remember my first. But no, yeah, it's cool. Yeah, but again, I gotta also say, desperate maybe, but dedicated absolutely. The fact that you're gonna dig through and find a cameo that James Jude Courtney made and said hot breaking fucking news. You guys will never believe what he said on Cameo. I gotta respect the hustle though. Yeah. I'm not kidding that but that's what me and Mike and I would be drooling at the lips for that kind. If Mike and I got a cameo from James Jude Courtney and he said that, I was like, dude, bro, we're gonna break this fucker in a minute.
That's the whole joke, by the way. That's what makes me laugh so hard. Is that, by the way, and two people have gone to James Jude Courtney and had him do cameos for us, which was very sweet of them. We were in the process when they did those of trying to get him to come on the show for interview. But that's another story. But
I think he probably watched the videos. He's like, no, fuck that.
Yeah, nah, I don't want to. Yeah. He gave me the runaround. I was like, talk to my person. And they're like, I'm never going to get back to you. But
where are they at? Kmart? Like, I can't find them.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, whatever.
Where's your person at?
Fine. But it was funny, dude, because I couldn't help but laugh. It's like, you fucking you went to someone's personal cameo. Someone paid someone a fucking money. And by the way, guys, please don't do that for us. Like, we appreciate the people who have done it, and we're very thankful. It was very sweet of you. Someone did it for Nick Castle.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
It's
Absolutely.
very, very, very nice of you all to do that for us. But don't do that for us, because like, I don't want you guys spending your money to have somebody give us a fucking shout out or whatever. Like, it's very sweet that you did do it, but don't do that in the future. Like, there's no need. But
save you money.
Yeah. But it's funny as fuck to me, dude, because they went someone paid for a cameo for James Jude Courtney to give him a shout out, and in the shout out he was like, yeah, we're getting, it's just like I don't know if he let it slip or he was just talking. He's like, yeah, we're getting ready. We're shooting Halloween Kills this fall, or Halloween Ends this fall. And he was just trying to get the person incited, trying to, give him a boner, on the cameo, and like probably just slipped that out a little bit. And then they went and found that fucking clip, and then they fucking put it on here and they fucking aired it. This personal shout out to this person, which I'm pretty sure.
Well, I mean, they also, but in the article, they did say whoever it was, the step forward so they can give them credit. I mean, It's not like they're just taking and say, "Hey, we discovered it."
Yeah, no, the article didn't go and do it, but somebody did it. This Instagram account or whatever went out and fucking found this cameo and then put it on their Instagram.
Dude, I'm not gonna. I mean, that's some good. If that's your cameo, like that's like getting a cameo from Matthew Lillard, and he's like, "And by the way, I'm in Scream 5, bro." Because he's so fucking drunk and he doesn't know what he's saying, and he just broke all sorts of fucking non-disclosure agreements, and he doesn't give a shit. He's like, "I'm in Scream 5, bro. You better go be there, bro."
Yeah,
like
it was,
Steve-O.
and Michelle S was one of the ones that did get us for that. We really did appreciate it. It was a really cool moment. I'm not shitting on the people who have done that for us. Don't get me wrong. It was very, very sweet of you guys. But it just makes me laugh. Someone took a fucking cameo, and then they were like, hey, look at this fucker. I got this fucker on camera saying that he's about to film Halloween Ends this month. And I'm sure they didn't want that news out. They did not want that news out.
Maybe not. But, look, two things. It also shows you the dedication of a lot of Halloween fans. They want any news off that tip.
Oh, yeah.
And we will suck all the way to New Jersey to get that news. And the fact that I think he probably thought, James Jude was probably thinking to himself, he's like, I don't think it's a big secret. I don't think, they know that we're filling shit back to back anyway. So if I let the tea spill a little bit, now people are calling it tea and not beans. I always used to thought it was like, oh, I'm going to let the beans out. It's tea apparently. But yeah, so I don't think it's that. I don't think he was telling tales outside of school, but it is interesting. He did sound a little, somebody said he sounded lit in the cameo. I don't think he was drunk. I just think he was probably like, you're right. He was trying to gas this dude up and like, man, hey, bro,
just trying to. He was trying to give.
We're filming it.
Hey, he's trying to give him a good cameo, man. He's just trying to give him his money,
and that's good. I mean, because people pay money for that, and they want you not to, dick him over, and he was doing. Doing what he was supposed to be doing. So,
can we be honest? Like, if we were famous and someone was paying us through cameos, and like at this level, and it's like, okay, I got to film 10 cameos. Jim, John, James. I don't fucking have shit to say to him. I'm gonna, you know what? Hey, John Carpenter wrote Halloween 2 on a 6-pack. Let me just go grab me a 6-pack of some natties here. Let me take these down, and then let's just judge for ourselves. Let's just watch it one more time together. Well, I don't think he sounded that drunk, but
so there's lots to look forward to, man. I think you really need to see kills, and then we're shooting Halloween Ends in this fall. So there's lots to look forward to, man.
I don't think he sounds that drunk. I don't think he sounds that drunk. I don't think it's that bad.
In this fall, so
no, he's not. I feel like I feel like all that he is. I feel like he's really high. like I think he smoked a lot, and that's okay because you can always tell. Mike and I drink.
Stressful job, man.
You can tell drunk people versus high people. High people seem like they can put their words together better, but they kind of seem like a lot more relaxed, and then they go into like measured tones. And they're like, bro, like, listen to me. Like, I'm just saying, like, thank you so much for, asking for a cameo. And I want to see your ass in the theater because Halloween Ends is being filmed this fall.
Tommy Jenks is going crazy in the chat. He says, you guys sound drunk, kinda. I was like, well, we are kinda.
Well, I literally admitted that to you. Like, God.
I'm drinking a fucking White Claw. What do you think I'm doing this for? Because I'm having lasagna tonight and it pairs well?
Oh, I didn't even notice that, dude. You're drinking that straight from the fucking can.
I know, but it's not even.
Well, we're already demonetized anyway.
Yeah, there's no alcohol in this. That's why we have a Patreon. I'm just saying, we're not judging him. There's no judgment here. If I didn't do the fucking cameos, I would be fucking like, hey, fuck, Howard Kill's coming in. You guys want to see my dick?
James G. Courtney is so good. He's so awesome in the role of Michael Myers as the new child in that role. He's not gonna get. Look, if it was me and Mike just being two douchebags that were like in the movie for like a half a second and we spilled the beans like this or spilled the tea, we'd be fired tomorrow. But again, I don't think it was one of those big super drop secrets that he probably is like, I broke an NDA.
Yeah.
Because we already knew, I mean, most Halloween fans that have kept up with the news about Halloween anyway, is that they were planned on filming them back to back. So it's not like that probably like, oh yeah, we're already doing it.
Yeah.
The only thing that would have been really bad for him is if he had said something like, Oh yeah, we filmed it, bro, and you'll never believe it. Jamie had some of the best death scenes I've ever seen in my life.
She died like a chimp, bro.
Like when her head came halfway off her body, I'm like, "How are you doing this? You are so fired. You're gonna have to play Chucky in the next movie."
And at a time when people are so thirsty for Halloween Ends news, Halloween Kills news, obviously this is going to break headlines. But guys, if anybody's listening to this and you think that we're making fun of James Jude, we're not. We're having a laugh. We're all grown people here. We're having a laugh. It's funny. We think it's funnier that someone actually went into a cameo, which is kind of a private affair, and actually sucked that out. And then put that on Instagram, and then it turned into a news story. But hey, the good news is that they're apparently filming Halloween Kills this fall.
That's great. That's awesome. And I can't wait. And I think what they're doing is they're just getting back on schedule.
Yeah.
The fact that Halloween Kills comes out in October, and then they're immediately going in during the film. Not even the film's released, right? Like 2 months before, I guess a month before, they're going to go to filming. By the way, I know this is off subject, but I just want to say really quick. Courtney, we're gonna miss the fuck out of you too, man. And thank you so much about the mic and the camera. Courtney's been our missing child for a long time. I don't know, but he sent me a message, and Courtney, we're gonna miss you too.
Sent you a fucking message. Just put it in the chat, Courtney, so we can both see it. God damn it!
No. Courtney has become the shadow for Alec Baldwin. He only comes in and does what needs to be done, and
he's
then
probably not
into
even
the
watching
night.
this video right now. He's just telling you he missed you. That
was
all it was.
Well, we'll miss all of you guys, but yeah, thank you so much for the comment. But yeah, as far as the Halloween Ends. Again, I don't think he's going to get in trouble or anything. But I do feel it is hilarious, though, the fact that, again, I think it just shows the dedication and the intrigue of all Halloween fans. The fact that you're going to dig through, find a fucking cameo for your late breaking news.
It's so fucking funny.
I think it's cool, though. I think it's cool, man. That just shows you the fandom. And I love that. I love the fandom of Halloween, dude, because the Halloween fandom is on almost. They're not, but they're close to the level of fandom of like Star Wars or Lord of the Rings. I mean,
definitely the
you
biggest
are
horror
thirsting for any goddamn bit of piece of information you can get, and I love it.
We're the same. We love you guys for it. I think it's an awesome thing. Sometimes it can be a bad thing, but most of the time it's a fucking awesome thing. And this is just the fun. And one more time, last time, let me just reiterate it. I don't think James Jude Courtney was drunk or high. We're joking. The guy probably filmed 50 of these fucking things before he did this one. He was just tired.
He's probably just on a lot of Cuban coffee.
Hey, Wham's Monday Morning Brew probably got up inside of him. But we kid, we joke around. It's all good news. It's all fun stuff. Halloween Ends apparently will be filming in fall, and that's the news story. We didn't want to do a big breaking serious fucking. Have you heard from James Jude Courtney's cameo?
I think that James Jude Courtney would know anyway, even if he's watched our shitty YouTube channel, that we're not in the business of doing that anymore. Yeah. We're not trying to he's the best Michael Myers since Nick Castle. So why the fuck would we make fun of him?
Even if he doesn't want to come on our show, he's a great fucking Michael Myers, right? Yeah.
But this is, by the way, James, if you're watching this, or Jim, what do you prefer? This is an invitation. You see us stroking your cock? Mm-hmm. We want you to come on the show. We would like to talk to you a little bit and just see what's up. But anyway, I thought it was funny, and I thought it was. But I also the news anyway from it was good. I mean, I think that you mentioned. I think you mentioned a few months ago. It'd be nice that when everything gets back to what we consider normal, after this pandemic, and I feel like now we're getting to that level. The fact that they're on schedule again.
Yeah.
They're filming in the fall. The movie's going to come out, Halloween Kills, in October, and then probably in September at some point. They probably already got the filming set up, and it's going to be done by October of 2022. I love it.
Yeah, fuck good news, man. All good news, all good things. Happy to report good news from Halloween Ends set. Austin says,
and Mike, that's why you are Kentucky's okayest dad. That's what it fucking because says. You're always finding out these scoops on Cameo.
That's what it fucking says, doesn't it?
I know. Rub them titties. Let me see it.
I'm sure that's what my kids had in mind when they bought me this shirt.
I bet they did. They're like, oh, Uncle Jay's going to love to see him rub his tits on camera.
Austin says, can I get Mark Wahlberg up for the role of Batman, but he'll only do it if he gets to go down on Catwoman?
That'd be interesting. I actually watched that movie.
But DC so Slender Man is DC, and he says, no way, that's nasty. That's pretty good. That's a good idea. So
what is that?
You're DC as Slender Man, and you don't want
I see. I'm the corporate guys.
Yeah,
Okay, I
you
get
don't
it.
want us to go. So you start by telling me that you don't think that Mark Wahlberg as Batman should go down on Catwoman.
All right. So, me is very happy that you're passionate about going down on Michelle Pfeiffer and her vagina. But, we at DC think that Batman should not do this. Because, first off, when you read the comic book or you see Batman on the big screen, you's not going to say, did he go down her vagina too, though? You're just going to say, did him stop the Joker? So, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, what you saying? Why'd you turn to fat me on this, sir?
First off, what the fuck do you sound like that? Why do you sound like that? You've been taking too
This
many
is the way
fucking
we talk.
vitamins?
Why you talk like you from? Where you from? You from the land of
I'm from
idiot?
fucking Brooklyn, okay? I'm from
That's
Brooklyn.
the land. You're not from Brooklyn. You from the land of idiot.
Why are you slurring your words like that? I'm a fucking professional. I woke up at 5 a.m. this morning. I've been doing
You sound
CrossFit
like
since
someone
fucking
choking
6
on
a.m.
cotton doughs.
Okay, that's fine. Let me tell you this. If I'm going to be fucking Batman, Batman is a fucking ladies' man, okay? Have you seen Fear? Have you fucking seen Fear?
Me is afraid to watch it because you grope and put your whole face and eat someone's face on it when you kissing them.
That's fucking right, I did. That's what I did. Have you
That's
seen
what
me
you
and Renee
did. We know
Zellweger?
that.
Did you see
We
me
know
fucking
that.
kiss Renee Zellweger? I went to
You was
town on her
gross.
fucking
You was
face.
gross.
I licked all over the side of her fucking face, and she
Yes,
loved
you
it.
did. And she got
fucking
5
loved it.
diseases from it. She had the blister on her lip.
She loved it so fucking much that her dad in that fucking movie, who was supposed to play her protector, he actually got mad on the set. He thought he was actually a protector because I stuck my tongue so fucking far down Renee Zellweger's face, okay? Imagine what I could do to a fucking vagina, okay?
Did you take her out to dinner first? Did you do that?
Yeah, I
first?
took her to fucking Wahlburgers. What the fuck you think I took her?
That's low quality. You should have taken Subway sandwich.
Hey, watch your fucking mouth. You watch your
You got to
fucking
be
mouth.
careful to be
You
careful.
talking
Me like
about my
Downey, how
fucking
him
family
doing?
restaurant. You better watch your fucking mouth. I'm serious. I don't know what you wear.
How am I going to watch it without the mirror?
Why am I fucking
Where it
talking to you
going?
anyway? You spend your time in the middle of the fucking woods wearing a goddamn bag over your head like the fucking hefty man. Why am I talking
We don't
to
do
you about
that
my
all the
fucking
time.
business?
Sometimes you like to walk around town and shop a little bit. We just happen to live out in the woods.
Listen, I'm gonna go down on fucking Catwoman, and if I don't do it, I'm not gonna do the fucking movie.
But what if it's stink bad?
At first, I thought you were saying like, "What if the movie stinks bad?" But then I was like, "What if Catwoman stinks bad?"
I know.
Which one's it gonna fucking be?
The hardest thing about that is like, Slenderman is not supposed to be. He's not supposed to cuss and think about shit like that. So the idea, like, he wouldn't even think about going down. But he was like, "What if it smell bad?"
Yeah, he'd be generally worried about it. He's like, "But what if it don't smell good, Mr. Bulber?"
It's not so good right there. It smells like wet dog or something like that. What if she didn't push? But yeah, that actually we do those skits. I swear, I think if we did Slenderman and Mark Wahlberg doing like a buddy cop situation, like I think we would have like
the other guys.
No, well, it would be that or like 48 hours.
I'm a fucking peacock. You gotta let me fly.
Where are you gonna go? You have no wings. Did you have a Red Bull this morning?
If I had a fucking Red Bull, I'd pummel your fucking face to that goddamn dashboard. I swear to God.
But
I
then
swear
you'd
to
be
God.
dead and he could never talk to you again. And his face be all messed up.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, dude. Well, like we had a hard time doing the Loomis Mark Wahlberg thing. So yeah. I think that the reason why it would work so well is because the Slenderman, the characters are they're so unpredictable.
Yeah.
And by the way, this proved. I want people to know this because I've seen these comments before, and I'm like, God, what the fuck's you talking? And the scripted shit. We don't script our shit.
We don't script anything.
The only thing that's scripted is the scenario, but everything else is ad-libbed.
Yeah. No,
it's literally in the moment. The dialogue is like a basic idea of what we want to do, but everything is ad-libbed.
Yeah, no, literally, that's literally what we do. So, like, I'll literally send Jay an email, and it'll be like, okay, here's the joke, here's the idea, here's how we're going to do there. Here's scene 1, here's scene 2, here's scene 3, here's the punchline. And then we film it, and Jay just makes up all of his fucking lines, or at the very least half of them. Unless, like, it's like, sometimes Jay will make up so many of his fucking lines, I'll have to be like, no, Jay, you forgot the fucking punchline. Like, you got to say this so that the joke makes sense. And you'll be like, okay.
I get mad about it. I was like, actually, you don't tell me my business. I'll get to it when I'm fucking ready. And because I'm always saying that because I know I missed it. Like, shit, I gotta go back and do the whole fucking thing again.
yeah, like I'll write an outline and then like we'll get in there to be doing it, and then JL just fucking wing it, and 99% of the time it works, but then sometimes like, dude, you gotta fucking say this, and you're like, yeah, no, I know, I knew that, I didn't do it on purpose.
It's true.
You're like, I didn't say it on purpose, so whatever.
Well, yeah, people are talking about the improv and stuff like that, but and I'm glad that you guys like it. But there's a lot of people that are like, "You guys are fake as fuck. You guys script all your shit, bro.
Don't script anything."
I'm like, first off, if we were that talented of writers, do you think that we would have a shitty YouTube channel? We would be probably working on SNL.
Yeah, and to be fair, I do script it. Like when I write out,
but it's a very basic. Very basic.
If I write a script for a skit, I will script it out so that we're on the same page. But when we actually do it, neither of us actually read any of the lines from the fucking script. It's all improv based on a window of what the joke is.
Right. So the idea is like, if I get to Mike's house and you're like, "Oh, we're gonna do this," Michael email me the general bare bones idea of what we're doing.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, when we get there, we also come up with ideas on the fly while we're filming it, and then it gets added in to the script that was just, again, it literally is just to keep you in here. Like Rob Zombie should learn this shit. It's just like, hey, here's a basic idea how me not to fuck this movie up. If I learn an idea and I can keep it here in this border, and then I'll add in some shit that works now and again.
Here's the joke, here's the punchline, and then we got to get from A to B, but also, and then in the meantime, we'll gather like the props, get the shot set up. In my head, I'll be like, okay, well, we're going to shoot this here. We're going to shoot this scene here. We'll get all that stuff worked out. And then when we do the actual things, and to be honest, like there's certain things we don't do any of that shit with. If we're doing like a Loomis interview somebody, it's literally just like, we're going to have Loomis interview this character. So we set up the shot, we set up the cameras, and then we sit down and we just fucking go. And there's for like the Loomis interviews and shit like that, there's no lines written at all.
No, well, Mike might say he might be like, all right, well, what if Loomis said that or something? He'll be like, he'll usually be like, Loomis could say something like this,
oh yeah,
and they're like, or ... or whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, well, I kind of get what he wants to do. That's just, somebody said it right. It's just a guide. Like it's easier to go in and have like an actual guide. I mean, back in the day. Well, no, actually, we always did that. Even with the Sundays with Michael back when our first video. I mean, yeah, that was a brainstorming on a quick ass fucking cocaine fueled idea, but that was still, we still sat around.
By
for
the way, we
25
didn't
minutes.
do any cocaine. We've never done cocaine together.
I mean, I'm sure people know that. We were doing Adderall.
But we never have.
I mean, but like we sat around with 20 minutes and we wrote that shit out verbally. We wrote it out, but we knew what we were doing because obviously, if you guys know this, if you guys are filming something and you have no idea what you're doing and where it's going to go and what the end is or what the beginning is, it's just, you're going to film all day. You're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
There is some guide to it, but
Well,
as far as us making up the shit and then scripting it out first and then. Yeah, like that's what SNL does, and they're doing great.
Yeah, you have to have an idea for a joke, and it has to be current to something, and then you have to have a punchline. So you have to have a guide, literally a guide,
right.
like you said. You have to have starting point and end point, but most of the shit in between is always just typically
it's just having fun.
Shit. Yeah,
you guys keep on bringing the Diet Coke. The Diet Coke thing came from when I went to the movie theater and I watched those. Was it Lindsay Lohan or whatever? And they were doing the Diet Coke commercials.
Yeah, I remember that.
Every fucking preview they were doing like it might not have been Lindsay Lohan. I think it was, and she was doing the Diet Coke commercials, and I thought that shit was funny because it seemed so fake and stupid.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, I got an idea. Why don't we just have Loomis and Myers like advertise Diet Coke?
Yeah.
And I originally thought I was like, hey, let's have this as an advertisement for the actual video. But I was like, oh, Mike says like, we'll just do the whole video as a parody. And then he took it and ran with it, and that's how it came to be. But again, those were guides. You have an outline what you want to do, but then all the lines are made up.
Honestly, our future, like if we ever actually got really successful, it probably won't be on YouTube or anything like that. What would make us really successful is if somebody watched like the Diet Coke commercial or the Subway commercial or the commercials like that we do and came to us and were like, hey, you guys should be our ad team for like fucking Clorox or something like that.
I think that'd be great.
I think we would tear that shit up. And like, you like, hey, the YouTube channel's not around anymore, but we're millionaires.
James Goodry says Jessica Simpson. No, it could have. I know that she did a but I swear there was a brief time period where Lindsay Lohan was doing.
No, it was Ashley Simpson. I think it was Ashley
Simpson. That's right.
Who it was. Yeah.
They reminded me of each other. They're like Diet Coke Cherry and Diet Coke, all that bullshit. And she would always drink something before, and then they would have a party. But
give us a chance, fucking companies of the world.
You said it right.
Fucking money for you.
We can bring Clorox back.
Yeah.
Like, hey, the one company that doesn't make you eat Tide Pods, Clorox.
Exactly, dude. All right, so last pieces of news for the day before we're out of here for fucking 2 weeks, which is fucking wild. It boggles my fucking boggle stick.
I don't want to go now. I just want to stay.
I know, I feel sad. But this is crazy, dude. Apparently, and this is according to the Luminerdi.com, which they have been right on several of their exclusives, to be fair. They say Wesley Snipes is in talks for John Wick 4.
I love it.
They say that he's currently being circled for a role which he will play as swordsman alongside Keanu Reeves as John Wick.
Makes sense.
That would be fucking sick, dude. I got the White Claws give me the burps. That would be
your
fucking
serum? Try it. You might like it.
Some motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill.
Man, Wesley Snipes, dude. I want that guy back so bad. I want old school Wesley.
He's in good shape, dude. Last time I saw him in the
he's
Expendables,
ready.
he looked fucking good. Hey, the guy got fucking clipped for taxes. Why is he being canceled by Hollywood? Like, put this guy in fucking movies. He's a
I don't know what
goddamn
he did.
star. He's a
First
fucking
off,
star.
Did you motherfuckers not see Money Train?
Or Passenger
Anyway.
57? Are you fucking kidding me?
No, yeah, but I mean, look, the idea that he's canceled in Hollywood, I don't even get. Is it because he made a movie with Mel Gibson in it? I don't fucking know.
Did he? What was he in with Mel Gibson?
The Expendables.
Oh, he was in that movie. But yeah, no, I don't
Yeah.
think that was it. No, like
But
that,
I don't know. I also, well, he was a big diva before he got busted. I mean, Wesley Snipes. I mean, for all we got to be fair. Wesley Snipes was a big old asshole. Like on the set of Blade 3, according to Ryan Reynolds and a lot of the other people that worked on that set, like this motherfucker had his own trailer and he was like, I ain't coming out until there's white bread. I'm gonna eat the white bread and it's gotta be fucking Peter Pan, peanut butter. And like he was very demanding and very much of a diva. But he's changed. Obviously, Jill will do that to you.
Right? He was method acting.
Well, no, I don't think he was method acting. I think he just really thought he was like awesome and he's never gonna get busted. But he's changed, man. Jill will change a person. If you see Mike Tyson now, that motherfucker will rather like have a butterfly land on his index finger and talk to it than punch you in the face. But yeah, dude, I want Wesley in that movie. I think Wesley Snipes in a John Wick movie just makes fucking sense. It just makes sense. And especially if he's a martial artist.
Yeah, and he is a martial artist. He can do all that shit, and it could resurrect the guy's career. And I've always felt like Wesley Snipes, like to me, like the second Wesley Snipes gets out of jail, put that motherfucker right back in the mainstream. Put him back in movies. I want a fucking Passenger 58. I want all of it. Give it to me. White Men Can't Jump 2, all of it.
The White Man Can't Jump 2. I'm nervous of that one because I think it could be like Dumb and Dumber too, where we'll like the people that watched it will get the jokes, but it's too old, it's too outdated. Yeah. It's just not going to really fall. I would have loved, I really would have, if Marvel had the fucking balls, and of course they don't, to bring him back as fucking
Old Man
Blade.
Fucking Blade, dude. Come on.
I would have look, and the idea, and look, it works, man. And it works because they're like, oh, Blade can't age. Yeah, Blade can. Blade's got all the powers of the vampire,
but he's
none
a
of their
fucking
weaknesses.
half-breed.
Yeah, so he's a half-breed. He's a human that ages, but he has their power. So you could bring him back an old man Blade. Exactly. You know, there's
it's
a million
not like
things
he got caught doing fucking coke off a hooker's titties. The guy didn't pay his fucking taxes. Who gives a shit? Put him in the fucking movies, right?
Well, I hope the IRS isn't listening. We're not. It's like they're gonna come after us.
Well, they're gonna come after us for our 1350
audit part. Yeah, they will. They'll come after our 13 cents. They'll strip you down to your boxers and say, "That's it." Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I hope it's true, and I hope he closes the deal with John Wick 4. And I, you know, honestly, I hope that Keanu is such a nice guy. I hope he honestly starts opening up the John Wick franchise for some of these older actors to kind of get their hat back in the ring. The Expendables was supposed to do that for a lot of these actors, and it never. I mean,
never.
Van
Damme panned out for
Van Damme in part 2. Well, Van Damme in part 2 was one of the best bad guys I've ever seen. He was awesome. And he looked great, and he was
Mel
awesome.
Gibson was fucking killer.
Mel Gibson, but I was like, but it didn't launch them. Or relaunch their career, I think, as what they thought it was going to. The first time you ever saw Van Damme as a bad guy, other than that movie that he did in the mid '80s, the first time, and he looked awesome. He was a great bad guy. Yeah. I'm sure that he went in it with high hopes that, hey man, I'm going to relaunch my career. It's a Sylvester Stallone movie, and it didn't happen. But
yeah,
I hope Keanu like pushes the producers to Not only put Wesley Snipes in this, bring back fucking. I want to see Mel Gibson in this.
I would love
Mel
to.
Gibson might be a sensei.
He'd
I
be a
wanna see
great
that.
fucking bad guy. Hey, dude, my number 2 favorite movie of the entire fucking year this year so far is Boss Level. It's Frank Grillo as the hero. It is
I
Mel
haven't seen
Gibson
that
as the
yet.
bad guy, dude. You'll fucking love it. It
Was
is
that the second time he played a bad guy? Didn't he play a bad guy in another like indie? No, he was a
Yeah, he's played a bad guy like 3 times, I think. But like
get the Gringo. I'm thinking of Get the Gringo.
sort of a bad guy, or Bloodfather, who's kind of a bad
Yeah.
guy, but he was also the hero of the movie. This is a pure on bad guy, but it's not even that movie. It's not even about Mel Gibson. It's just a fucking great goddamn movie. But anyways, yeah, Wesley Snipes, John Wick 4, light it the fuck up. Do it.
If you had to pick, other than the Passenger 57, because I mean, I'll have my druthers as well. Like which movie I would, but honestly, what movie out of all the movies that he's been in, what movie do you think could relaunch him? Like honestly, like rebrand him and put him out there and be like, holy shit, Wesley Snipes is back. You better back off, motherfucker.
I don't think for me it'd be Passenger 58, but like I don't think enough people remember that movie as great as it was. So really, dude, it would have to be Blade. It was his biggest fucking
exactly
role.
with the MCU
Yeah.
behind it, with Disney pushing
Yeah.
that. Because here's the thing: what I love about these hypocrites that talk shit on not just Wesley Snipes, but also Mel Gibson and people like that have made mistakes in their career or their personal lives that got leaked out to the internet, and people just eviscerated them for it. And I'm not saying like you shouldn't pay the consequences for your actions. Of course you should. But the fact is, if you didn't, I think intent matters as well. And I think that honestly, if the fucking recorder was on 24/7, people would say a lot of terrible things that they shouldn't say. My point being is that it's time to forgive and forget. And the thing is, you look at someone like Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. was the biggest junky fucking drunk asshole in Hollywood. He had said and done terrible fucking awful things. He was a piece of shit for all intents and purposes. And then they gave him the role of Iron Man, which basically not only saves his career and relaunches him as this good guy, he also saves his life most likely as well, because he was on a downward spiral. He wasn't getting the roles anymore. He was just that junky fucking asshole actor that had been like okay in the 80s. He got Iron Man. He relaunched himself and he rebranded himself.
Yeah.
And actually, that's why Robert Downey Jr. came out and defended Mel Gibson at the award show and said, hey, man, you gave me another chance. Give this guy another chance. I just think it's hilarious, the fact that some of these guys, man, like no matter what they do and how much dick they suck and how much fucking up the ladder they try to crawl, it's just like constantly people with their boot on their fucking face saying, nope, that's as hard as you get.
Yeah.
And it's really weird with Wesley Snipes, because Wesley Snipes literally didn't do anything. Like
No, it's
nothing.
taxes. It's taxes.
Other than the tax, yeah, he went to jail and he did his time. But he did his time. Like, I mean, but if you're gonna tell, like, if someone's like, we can't hire him, it's like, why? He cheated federal taxes. Like, are you fucking stoned?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, that's awesome. I'm gonna hire him.
I don't know what it is, man.
Tomorrow.
Maybe he's being an asshole behind the scenes with agents. That's a possibility. We
The
don't
diva,
know.
Well, the diva attitude really, he burned a lot of bridges.
Yeah.
Because of his diva attitude before he got busted. That's 100% accurate.
Hopefully
but he's
that's not the
changed.
case,
I mean,
but-
again, prison will do that to a man.
Yeah,
And your butthole
Prison
will have
do-
a whistle.
Hey, nobody's raping Wesley Snipes, all right? Nobody.
I don't know, man.
No fucking body.
I've seen Tu Wong Fu. Thanks for everything, Julie Dumont.
That's not happening.
It depends on the survival mode that kicked in.
Hey, guys, last news story of the fucking month, because we're about to take a 2-week goddamn break. Last news story of the month is this one. This is going to be fun to talk about. This comes from Twitter account @MendKidzag. It says, spits out drink. Wait, Akiva Goldsman, who wrote Batman Forever, recently seen the darker cut of Batman Forever. This comes from about April. This was about April when this was said. But it's very interesting to hear.
Batman Forever?
Yeah, Batman Forever, the Schumacher cut that we've talked about multiple times before, the darker cut. Does it exist? Would it be worth releasing? All that. Everybody check out what Akiva Goldsmith, writer of Batman Forever, has to say right here.
Than Batman Forever, which people really like. And by the way, Batman Forever sort of still has a renaissance coming. I really am interested to see whether the original cut of Batman Forever comes out, because I got to see it recently, the first one, which was referred to as Preview Cut 1. And it was really dark. It was a pretty psychological exploration of guilt and shame. Master Bruce. Than Batman Forever, which people really like. And by the way, Batman Forever is sort of still...
I know Jay's a second behind. I'm going to let him hear this.
That was some good shit.
That shit exists, man.
That's inspiring. And by the way, the woman that was interviewing him looked like Sigourney Weaver.
Still has a renaissance coming.
She looked like that, like she had just survived Aliens. But yeah, well, I mean, I think like the weird thing is like saying that an actual cut of it exists. I'm sure like maybe it does. I mean, I think that these directors like Joel Schumacher was a huge director. Maybe he did shoot that movie, and then, but the thing is, it was probably unfinished. Like the special effects aren't there. There's not, like, it's incomplete. I mean, the thing about, you look at like Zack Snyder is still, luckily he's alive today, and he was able to complete his vision. Joel Schumacher is unfortunately passed away. So even if it's a rough copy of it, he can't come back and finish what his vision was. It's cool that the idea that a dark, vengeful Batman Forever is there. But will it ever see the light of day? I don't know.
Well, here's what I say. I say don't make a fucking haberdashery of it. Don't make a big deal of it. Like, if the movie exists, this guy's seen it. It. And that's the news story that comes out where he says he's seen it. He's watched it. So even if the special effects aren't done, we saw a lot of the deleted scenes where it's that stupid looking fucking bat that's like,
right. I actually would watch it, though. I would actually watch that.
Right. Like, so what I'm saying is, even though Schumacher's not around anymore and they can't really Zack Snyder's Justice League it, if you're HBO Max, if you're Warner Brothers, once again, and I tell them this constantly, get ahead of the fucking hashtags. Everybody's so sick of
the curve. Yeah,
goddamn DC fans with their hashtags demanding stuff.
It's hilarious. Fans that actually know what they want.
Get ahead of it. The second, and right now is the time to get ahead of it. You see people hashtagging it. You have the footage in your vault. You could 23 skidoo a fucking cut of that fucking movie. It wouldn't take much. You don't have to put hundreds of thousands. You don't even have to do anything to it. Just release it as it is so that people can at least get the gist of his original idea, and they'll be pacified at the very least. You don't have to go in and redo the effects. And now if Schumacher was still around, that would be one thing.
Obviously, he would want a hand in it.
Right, but what's fucking wrong with a B-side cut of Halloween Forever? Put it on HBO Max. You'll get more subscribers. People will want to see that shit. It's a good idea. Do it.
Well, here's the thing. You had to fight tooth and nail and literally pull the giblets off their grundle to get the Snyder cut released. Everybody had to do this. There's not as much demand as the Snyder cut. There's not. I mean, there's a lot of people that want to see it. I am in the camp. I would love to see it. You're not going to convince a corporation. There's no money in it for them, really. I mean, if they released a Schumacher version, the Schumacher cut of Batman Forever, yes, of course, it's going to generate some interest. But unfortunately, Joel Schumacher is dead. He's not going to promote it. He's not around anymore. And the idea is that Batman Forever is also a 1995 flick that some people don't even care about anymore. And also, on top of that, you got to look at, and I'm just looking at this, I'm sucking the dick of Warner Brothers, and I'm only doing this as a devil's advocate. You got to look at it as a money-making potential. They knew they were going to make money on the Zack Snyder Justice League, even though they won't admit it. And I know these fucking little cockless assholes are scared to death to really release the numbers that Zack Snyder's Justice League did and how many subscriptions it fucking sold, because it will make them look like assholes. But it took that much for them to be like, all right, we're going to do it. Everybody demanding it. They did it, but they hid the truth. They are not in the business of releasing movies that are like director cuts, because if they give in to Joel Schumacher's director cuts, well, then everybody's gonna say, where's the David Ayer Suicide Squad? Right. They're gonna be constant, and that's why. But unfortunately,
you have people who want to watch content that you own. Put the content out for them to see, because you want people to watch what you have. Stop being a fucking idiot. That's it.
Well, that's Warner Brothers for you, man. They literally are goddamn Sling Blade. They're the main guy. But the thing about also, you got to look at it like this. They told Zack Snyder initially, when they told him, all right, you know what? You got a lot of fucking nerdy, dick groping. They probably smell their fingers when they pick their butt fans that want your stupid Zack Snyder cut. What they were going to do, they were going to say, release it unedited. Yeah. Like no special effects. It's just going to be your, like rough cut.
And that was smart.
And people would have ate it the fuck up. Now, the difference is he was still alive, and he'd be like, I'm in a position to actually put it together if you give me the fucking money. Joel Schumacher, unfortunately, is not with us anymore, so he can't say that.
And they did that to
But they were going to do it anyway.
They offered that to Snyder. That was a poker game. That's what that was.
Yeah.
I'm going to call your bluff. I'm going to put this out there. Take it or leave it. We'll let you release the movie, but
You
it's got
back
to be
that queen
unfinished.
one more time, I'll blow your fucking head off that buffalo's
Touch
ass.
that gun, I'll burn you down. But they wanted Zack Snyder to say, okay, if you let me release the movie, I'll release it unfinished. And then when he released it unfinished, everybody would have been, see, it's a piece of shit. Warner Brothers was
that's
right.
what they were. That's
and
what they were banking.
They would have won. And Zack Snyder, to his fucking credit, was smart enough to be like, fuck you. No, I'm going to take my fucking ball. I'm going to go fucking home.
And that's why.
Yeah.
But that's where I'm weird on it. Yeah, of course I would love to see it, but honestly, because Joel Schumacher's not around to defend himself anymore, and
It's
he's
your
not
only
here
option.
To, he's not here to complete it. To release a rough copy, it almost is like Warner Brothers justifying themselves. Like, see, Batman Forever was better. I told you. It's like, yeah, well, the director, the guy that actually had a different vision for it's not around anymore to complete the work, and you're an asshole. I'm not saying that I wouldn't enjoy it. I obviously super fans of not only Joel Schumacher but that Batman, particular Batman during that time period would enjoy it. But I almost feel like it's weird for me. I feel like I want to see it, but at the end of the day, I really don't, because he's not. There's no one around to. If they were like, "Hey, you know what we're going to do? We're going to give $50 million or $40 million, whatever it was going to cost, to a very well-known director that was under tutelage of Joel Schumacher to finish it,
that would
or
work.
something."
Yeah.
But they're not going to do that. They're not going to spend money on something that was from 1995.
It's interesting here though, because if you're Warner Brothers, you actually like that. That was a different army back then. Like when Schumacher was making Batman Forever, none of those people, probably at least most of those people, are still at Warner Brothers today. So really, they're not. It's like in a game when a coach challenges a call in a football game. The refs, if it's clear and blatant that they were wrong, they have to admit it. But if it's not, they're not going to admit they were wrong. So if the people at Warner Brothers who made them make that movie more poppy were still there, then they would be less apt to do that. But the people there right now probably didn't have anything to do with those decisions, so they don't have anything to lose on letting the cut be out. But it's like you have it, it's there, people will watch it, it'll create some news. If you're smart, you'll put it out, and that's what they should do. But they're fucking idiots, so they won't.
I agree, but I also agree. I think that the people that are running the show now are worse than the people back then in the 90s, because the people back in the 90s were like, yeah, we're going to make a product that sells fucking McDonald's toys, and that's what we're going to do. The people that are in there now are such bastards. They won't even admit when a movie does well, and they keep it hidden to make sure that the public knows they were right and you were wrong as a fan. You fat fucking nerd. How dare you try to challenge me? That's why I think
a fucking company, dude, try so hard to not give fans what they ask for.
And that's what I mean. And I think that the people that are running this now, they're even less apt to put this out, because also it sends a bad precedent to not only Warner Brothers, the fact that if a movie is really bad based on a beloved comic book and it's really bad, people are going to be demanding the director's cut from here to hitherfore forever. Yeah. And then a lot of other studios are looking at it and be like, oh shit, like, what if we interfere with the studio, or as a studio we interfere?
Maybe we should.
That's why.
Maybe
that's
it's a good thing then. Yeah,
it's a good thing, but these are their money. That's their money.
Yeah.
And as much as us fans want to see it, they're gonna be like, "Nah, we're protecting our interests. We're not gonna put that shit out on the table."
It's funny.
I would love, but even a rough cut, like at this point, a rough cut, like you're talking about a 95 film. I would watch a rough cut, and I think it would get a lot of love.
Yeah,
I really do.
It would be nice to just go re-experience Batman Forever in a different way. There's no answer. There's no right or wrong there. It would just be a fun thing to see.
We're smart as far as if we owned a business, I'd be like, how much fucking money can I make? Yeah. What can I do to make fucking money
for releasing something that I've already paid for, and I already have.
How about I hire a guy to put together the Joel Schumacher cut and release that in the theaters over the summer, where everybody's getting over the pandemic, and that would be an awesome. And then play "Kiss from a Rose" during the trailer.
Dude,
let's fucking do that.
It's as simple as this,
bro. We can't do that.
Yeah, it's as simple as this. I have headphones. All right. I bought a new pair of headphones because they're better, right? So now I have these old headphones lying around doing nothing. I'm going to sell them on eBay for $5. That's $5 in my pocket for something I didn't need, but I had.
Right.
That's all Warner Brothers has to fucking do. You got it in the fucking tank, put it the fuck out, and make money. What? We don't want to give in to fan demand.
Well,
get off my plane. Get off my plane.
It's so weird. And I do feel like a bastard. I feel like Loki betraying his brother Thor, because we love Warner Brothers. We love DC. I do love.
I
DC.
love what they own, but I don't love fucking. Warner
I don't love
Brothers.
Warner Bros.
Yeah.
I love DC. I love the characters of DC, and I like the style that Zack Snyder brought to it. And I like the style overall. I like Tim Burton's. I liked all that shit. I'm not saying I love it or like it better than Marvel. I'm just saying it's always nice to have a competitor that goes another way, and you have that option.
Definitely.
It's just like WCW and WWF. You had options back then to watch whatever programming you were in the mood for. What I don't like is the fact that this company, well, and that's why I'm a fan of, but to talk shit on them because they are literally, I think they're dumber than Marvel. I think that they literally are dumber than Marvel. Like Marvel, like the MCU, and I'm not even a fan of every move they make. I mean, are they master storytellers? Absolutely. Do they know how to fucking make A and B connect? Yes, they do. But are they willing to take chances? Fuck no. They have a tampon firmly shoved up their ass forever. They're never going to take chances on their characters. They're never going to make matters or something that matters. Okay. For example, and I know that people are going to hate me in the comments for this or whatever, but I'm just saying in Civil War, fucking people died. In the comic books, people fucking died. They didn't come back. They fucking died. There were consequences for the actions. You didn't have the balls to pull the trigger, and you never will, because you know why? You're a Disney owned company. So suck my dick. Now, second, DC though, but DC was supposed to be that fucking alternative. They're supposed to be the goddamn dark heavy metal, versus fucking Motley Crue. Like if I'm gonna listen to Slipknot or fucking Mudvayne, then I'm gonna go to DC. And I'm like, all right, what you got? And they're gonna be that company. But Warner Brothers are like just begging to be like Marvel, and it really pisses me off. It's like, dude, why do you want to be like everybody else? You bubblegum fucking bullshit cocksucker. Just be your own person.
I was going to argue with you about the start of your point, but I agreed so much with the end of your point that I'm just going to shut the fuck up and agree with you.
No, I mean, again, I know people are going to get mad at me because of the MCU. No, we are fans of MCU.
You're absolutely right. The only thing I would say about the Civil War thing, which I do agree with, they fucked that up. But eventually, it's like fighters. It's like when someone has a really good fighter, and you're like, "Fucking fight the best fighter out there," and they're like, "No, I'm gonna protect my fighter, so I can make as much off of him as I can." So that's what Marvel did. They protected Iron Man and Captain America and Spider-Man and all the people who would have been in peril in their original Civil War movie, so that they could make Endgame happen. And then Endgame was beautiful, but but we've said it a million times if we said it once.
Yeah,
DC should do the opposite of what Marvel's doing. And they should be the dark version of that, but instead they're chasing after Marvel so bad. I want to be like you, and they're embarrassing themselves. I'm
going to reiterate really quick: we don't hate Marvel. I love Marvel.
They're great at what they do.
I literally have more Marvel comic books in my comic book collection when I used to collect than any other company. I have a couple of Image and DC Vertigo, and I have a few DC. I used to read all Marvel all the time, but what I remember specifically, man, if I made a Captain America movie, I'm not going to make him a fucking pussy. That's a fucking PG-13 or just a PG movie. That's a 7.0. I would have made that guy. Captain America is supposed to be the symbol of fucking hope in a dark, terrible time. There was a fan picture when Captain America was circulating that they were going to make a movie. I didn't care who they cast. Chris Evans, fine. There was a picture of a guy standing on the beaches of Normandy with the Captain America shield, and blood was washing up on the shore, and you saw all these dead bodies, and he was standing there with his gun, and you had his shield, and it was a black and white photo, and it was like Captain America. That's what Captain America is to me. Captain America, during the worst, darkest days of America, that guy was the symbol of light and hope, and it was because of the terrible things that were going on around him. If DC or a darker idea would have, not even darker, just make it fucking realistic, and or at least realistic in a way that Captain America was a symbol of hope because of the most terrible people in the history of the human race existed.
Right.
He was the opposite of that. Anyway, I would have done Captain America different. Captain America 1, let's be honest, was not that good of a movie. You can fight me on that. It wasn't. Thor Dark World was a piece of shit.
Amazing Red Skull, but
you fucking ruined it. You wasted him.
Yeah, they made it all fucking. I'm gonna do a fucking Rocketeer movie, right?
Yeah, of course, Marvel. Movie. And of course, Marvel has the full fucking backing of the whole goddamn studio. They got Kevin Feige. They got one of the best showrunners of all time in their corner. DC is just flopping around, but they've already got the proof is in the pudding. You made fucking Joker that made $1 billion fucking dollars. You made Justice League on the Zack Snyder side that made a shit ton of money that they won't release the numbers for. They want. You know why? Do you know why? It's because people are tired of the same fucking Baskin 31 cookie cutter flavors. They want a little dark, okay? I want some fucking raisins in my ice cream, bitch.
Thank you. I will donate to this cause. Thank you. I will buy this timeshare that you're selling because I completely agree with you. You're absolutely
it's gonna be available in Florida in 2022.
Hey, Jay Cullen's in the house tonight. We haven't seen Jay Cullen fuck wild, man. Give it a first fucking Jay Cullen.
Jay Cullen, holy
Jay
fuck.
goddamn Cullen. He says, finally, The Rock has
that's
come
like
back to
that's like Sting coming down from the rafters.
That's
to
what he
face
said.
off against Macho Man.
He said, finally, The Rock has come back to Wham. Jay Cullen, he works nights. He's a hardworking son of a bitch. We appreciate him. We love him. Haven't seen him in a while. Beautiful to see your beautiful fucking
Love
face,
Jay
buddy.
Cullen.
And beautiful to have all you guys here tonight, man. This has been fun as fuck, and we're gonna miss you guys. We're gonna miss you guys.
I think that's why I kept talking, because I don't want it to end.
I don't want to.
I'm just trying to create an argument. I was hoping you would take the opposite end, so we could actually have a fight before we went off for 14 days, and then we could be like, "Oh, is Wham ever getting back together?" And then we could have a cameo that a news site picks up, and they're like, "There was a recent cameo by Mike."
Is it over?
That said, Jay and Mike are filming next month.
D Mitch 14, thanks for the super chat. But he says, when do you boys talk about DC and WB? It reminds me of Jay and Silent Bob when they're writing back to all the haters online. Enjoy the R&R. And I always think about this when I think about moviepoopshoot.com. We're gonna go to their fucking houses. And then the Stroke 9 song plays. How many people want to kick some ass?
That's what we would do with our money.
That'd be
and
great.
the shit that comes out of our ass, you're gonna eat, and then we're gonna whip your ass again, and then we're gonna shit and put it in your mouth, and then you're gonna eat that shit.
Let us not elongate our goodbye. Let us just say this in I don't know what I was going with there. Let us not elongate our goodbye. Let us elongate our wieners. Let us elongate our hopes. Let us elongate our futures. All right. We've got content. Again, there's going to be content released out on the channel, so don't go away. Don't go away, baby. Don't go away, baby. I'm still going to be here, baby. All right?
God, the way you talk, like I'd already leave you and file a restraining order.
Oh, I'm going to take you to the Winchester. We're going to have a pint and some fucking peanuts, all right? We do have videos coming out over the next 2 weeks, but this is the last live stream for 2 weeks. And all we want to say is that we fucking love you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out and spending your time with us. Ice Skate Jesus says, what's your guys' thoughts on Donnie Brasco? Pretty good fucking movie. Not as good as Goodfellas.
Donnie Brasco's not bad at all.
It's a nice middle layer fucking Goodfellas type movie, you know?
Yeah, and by the way, we also want to make sure you guys understand that when we get back, it's going to be a little while, okay? It's going to be a little time.
Yeah.
We're going to have to think
But
about things.
coming back with the fucking thunder.
We have to take opposite time and think about it, okay? I don't know if I want to marry you, but I might, because I love having sex with you. But at the same time, you did talk to your ex-boyfriend last night, and that's a no-no. So we have to take a break to figure that out. But no, I will say, if you guys are interested, for sure, when we come back, Loving the Dick since 1976, we have a Patreon. And we do have some good shit on that, and we do have some exclusive stuff on that, and we promise you that when we get back, we are going to remodel that Patreon specifically to make it even more sexier. There's going to be a lot crazier things going on there. So if you guys get a chance, or if you guys are available to do it, maybe think about doing a Patreon.
And here's the thing.
If you don't have I just want to make sure that people understand we're not. If you don't have the money to do it, you don't have the money to do it. And by all means, keep it. We're in a bad situation in the country. But at the same time, if you have a couple of bucks,
listen, there will always be free wham. But I do want to let you guys know, as Jay was saying, over the next 2 weeks while we're gone, if you want some wham, if you want some hangout time, there's over 200 pieces of content on that fucking Patreon. There's over 50.
There's so much schlong.
Goddamn movie commentaries, and there is just a butt fuck shit ton of stuff that you can get from joining the Patreon. That's why we bring it up to fill your wham for the next 2 weeks. Do that, and it helps us a huge more than YouTube does. Believe that shit, it does.
YouTube is constantly trying to dick us down. They're going to continue to dick us. And look, by the way, we also at the end of the month we have this Wham Patreon meetup, and it'd be cool to get some of you guys in there that are constantly in the live streams here. Look, when you get into the Patreon live streams, there's no condom required. It is ridiculous. You may ovulate. I have no idea, but it's fun as fuck, and we get to talk in a way that we really aren't allowed to talk.
That's true. And we play music and we do beer chugs, and it's a great time. Jacob.
So the DMCA is not on our dick.
No. Jacob, thanks for the super chat, buddy. We appreciate you. And your fucking band's awesome, by the way. He says, hope you guys are doing well. Sorry I've missed so much streams. Love you guys. Hope to share an IPA and a Mick Ultra with y'all sometime. New music coming out soon. I hope to hear it, dude. And we will share a beer with you at some point. Jacob, we're going to share beers with everyone here at some fucking point.
I don't forgive you. Go be with your fucking band and hang out with them instead of watching The Crow with Fat Mike and my fat self. That reminded me. You guys ever seen the Sasquatch games? Like, yeah, if you want to go hang out with your girlfriend and not watch The Crow with me.
That's something that's on the Patreon. It's Crow competition.
No, but yeah, and I like how he said. It was very sweet of you that you included the IPA and the Mick Ultra, because I know that you're not going to do the Mick Ultra. You'll do the IPA, but you're like, hey Jay, I'm sorry, I'm already having a girl that's coming over tonight, so I'm not really interested in drinking a Mick Ultra with you. Like, all right, that's fine.
Get both of them in there.
I gotta respect it.
My wiener hurts so bad that I really do have to go.
Too,
like
yeah.
my wiener is about to fucking splurge.
All right, guys, we'll be back in 14 days.
But there will be content on the channel, and just to let you guys know, I fucking love this goddamn channel. I fucking love every one of you. We're gonna miss the shit out of you guys, and when we come back, we're coming back with the fucking fire.
We're coming back with the lightning before the thunder.
We love you guys. Have a great fucking week, and we'll miss you guys, no doubt about it. Love
you guys. 14 days. Signing off.